I know you see somehow the world will think of me. Welcome back to The Legend of Cedric Soares, episode 9. Welcome back. We're gonna have Mark joining us soon, so Badger is gonna be played by the entire table. But Mark is gonna join us later, and we have a new face of the table who's gonna be creating a character and either joining later this session or next session. It's our good friend Josh. Welcome, Josh. Welcome.
Yes. Thank you for welcoming me.
A new challenger approaches.
Yes.
New challenger approaches.
So, last we left off, the party had just finished recovering from their battle against the Jolly King in the Gormalon Grove, just east into the swamplands near Diremarsh in the Mudlark Valley. Successful, though badly bruised and beaten, and badly bruised and beaten and in dire need of respite. The party gathered themselves after recovering and said their goodbyes to Gangrene, Gormalon, and the rest of the Gormalon family, and you made your way eastward, taking a slight detour, headed back south towards Meskitsa, wanting to cut eastward through the Mudlark Valley, stopping through Kinswamp, and then heading south. Along the road to Kinswamp, the party was traveling at a very high speed with Roman's cart, when all of a sudden the party saw Roman spotted a few obstacles along the road and deftly avoided, but then suddenly the cart ran into a bit of a stop. The party quickly saw that the wheels were ensnared with what appeared to be these tentacle-like appendages, and in an attempt to very quickly break out of the grip and snare of this unknown assailant, the horse that was drawing Roman's carriage broke free from the restraints and bolted, leaving the cart stranded in the middle of the dire swamp, or in the middle of the Mudlark Valley swamp, with this unknown creature. And that's where we pick up tonight. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Snap.
God, it's so early. Okay, so I'm going. Who wants to roll for Badger?
I'll do it since I'm
Roll an initiative real quick.
Let him get into the game. Yeah.
14 plus whatever's modifiers.
Hold on.
You have the sheet. You have the sheet.
Yeah, you can just play Badger for a minute.
Yeah,
Okay.
that'd be fun.
Nice.
It's a warrior.
Nice.
Yeah.
Easy
He
done.
literally has
Nice.
one sheet. That's what he has.
Doesn't
That's
need
a sheet. He doesn't need anything else.
He is lucky. Oh.
And he would have all uses of it because we have rested, so.
Wait,
Let's have all uses of it.
Have fun,
So,
brother.
20 to 25.
I got to roll for me. I got to roll for...
Okay, so this thing is.
Cool.
20
Yeah,
to
you rolling for
25?
battle?
He has 0 initiative.
No, I rolled
Well,
both.
Did you roll for Badger's initiative?
14.
Okay.
It's plus 0, so.
Is he really plus 0?
Yeah,
That's what it
really
says.
is.
Oh my
It really is.
Fuck this. The sheet.
15 to 20.
16. Oh,
16? Oh, all right, I was like, jeez.
Oh, I had a double take. I'm like,
Yeah.
got double tracked, sidetracked.
All right. 15 to 10.
So this is what I got.
10
10.
for Roman.
What do you think?
And Badger's as well.
Pretty good.
14.
14.
Give me 1 second. I'll tell you what Vladimir's is. I want to say it's a 10 because I want to say it was plus.
That's plus 1.
One second. But it's a 2.
No, his is a 9.
And 9.
9.
All right.
What's yours?
So then,
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm 8.
Ocho.
wow, this is an absolutely terrible initiative roll for literally everyone.
7.
7. Oh my gosh. All right. So you've got
So should we go back to plan A?
Roman, Vladimir. Malachi, what was yours?
8.
8.
So plan A,
Plan A.
conjure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
What do you think about
Plan
this
A
for my
and
spread?
and
Then the
edit
second
it more.
turn.
Edit it more. No, edit it more. We're going for the Macho Man Randy Savage from the top of the ropes. We're doing it.
I
So,
think that would work. Probably my
so
in my favor.
what I'm saying is
Because then it would be.
So no scratch the die.
yeah.
So,
Full. We're going full.
Okay. That's it.
but before we jump into combat, everyone, real quick, based off of your description of your cart, it is 3-tiered
Ah, here we go.
for the rest of everyone who are just to kind of paint a picture for you here. The cart is fairly tall. It's probably about 18 or so feet tall.
Yeah.
From where the wheels hit the ground to its highest extent, and it's about 15 feet long. So it's a fairly large cart. It is 3 tiered, so there are almost. It looks like there are 3 stories. It looks like a 3-story house that was shrunk and then stuck on wheels. So there are 2 positions up at the front, which is where both of you were.
Yeah.
So if you guys don't mind putting yourself right up at the front, actually on
So
there.
are you purple?
Yeah.
I'm white. So put us on the
So
thing. You were off the. Yeah, he wasn't on it anymore because he jumped off to.
That's correct. That's correct.
I flaming speared both of our hands.
That's correct. And then, so then on the second tier,
Where would his sphere be? Because it would still be.
It's still in the front because the first one was the back, and then the second one was the front.
your
Because
sphere, and what's the radius on that, or what's the
5 foot diameter?
5 foot? Yeah, it'd be about right here.
Yeah, so that's full tie square.
Yeah. All right. And if you want to hold on to that for any more flame and spears. So there's the second tier, which is about 10 or so feet above that top tier, and that's going to be able to seat maybe 1 or 2 people. So which one of you would like to be up there, if any? There's also inside. There's room.
Vladimir is on the top.
Vladimir is on the very top, so he's
The top.
he's blue, right?
He's
Or-
blue.
Or are you blue?
Oh, you're blue?
He's blue. Vladimir will be.
He'll be yellow.
Yeah, for the color of piss, because
And then our
Yeah, for
Piss
piss boy.
Piss boy.
It's piss boy.
Yeah.
And then Badger will be. Actually, I think Badger was on the back because he was fighting one of the others
Yeah,
as well.
he was
So
the action.
Badger is inside. And do you want to be on the top level, or you can also be inside? Or the mid level, or do you want to be inside?
I'll be inside.
Inside? Alright, so you are inside, technically behind Badger as well. Piss Boy is... I'm going to draw a little square right here. This is at the very top.
He's 18 feet in the air.
Just about. So if he were to fall off, you take 2d10 damage.
It could hurt.
Yeah. So,
Well, if nobody was sitting on the second, he would sit down.
Yeah,
I
the
assumed
second?
somebody was going to sit there, and
Okay.
and therefore they
Fair enough.
would,
yeah, fair enough. Yeah, so he's on the... That looks...
because there would be
Pretty
no reason
shitty,
for him
but-
to be on the reason I was saying he was on the top was because he's the biggest person we have,
Yeah.
and I assumed he was going to sit on top with
Yeah.
his bow out.
Just like a mini archer.
Yeah.
It's like... There's a... What's the thing in...
Crow's nest.
It's like a crow's nest. There's like an orc that like has like a barricade on his back that carries smaller orcs or smaller
Oh man, I'm
goblins on
down
him.
for this now.
That'd be pretty cool. Anyway, there are currently 1, 2, 3, sorry, 4, 5, 6.
Hey, Jess, I told you.
Oh,
I was like, you.
I'm not trying to be.
it's all the way across the table though.
No, I'm already dead.
Got through the little man.
Hey, you had the strawberry.
There are currently 10
Just
That was nice.
very
Yeah, you can
large,
hit
very tall, they look like they're tentacle-esque. They're not quite tentacles. They don't have any like suction pods or anything of the like. It's a little bit different than anything you've ever seen before. This is not a very... Your immediate sense is this is not a creature that is very regularly seen. At the top of the combat order, we have Morty. You just shot your flame and spear and released the fierce grasp of one of these tentacle-like appendages on one of the wheel spokes, and the last thing you saw was the horse bolt off down the road. So we actually do have the horse. It's probably about right here, and is in the process of sprinting.
Last thing I did was called out to it, and it's too late to remember that.
All right.
See.
So what are you doing? You see all
I
of
just
these
see all
other
tentacles
appendages rise
pop
up.
Kind of like Morty has a quick flashback. It's been a while since he had one of these. So he just remembers his mother's voice saying, "Survive, just survive."
All
So
right.
before he got sent off to his grandfather, then fuck it, he's gonna run to the front where the horse was at.
All right.
Bonus action wall shape to ride horse.
All right.
Seeing all the fucking shit around him. Spin 4th level slot. Conjure elementals. Fire eagles and come up out of this guy.
Fire eagles. All right.
Shit.
Where would you like them to go? You got.
He's gonna peer up right above the horse. Guardian of the cart.
All right. And is it just the one, or is it
It's just one
It's
because
just
it's a giant eagle.
okay? A giant eagle. All right.
Giant flaming eagle.
That's going to be about.
That's about it. A movement.
Yeah, half your movement. You still have maybe about half your movement if you'd like to.
To equip the card is gonna be an action or no?
Your action was casting.
That's what I'm saying, but it's like that's
Yeah.
So I'll stay
it
put
would
with
be
the
an action
card
to.
in form.
Yeah. All right. That's going to be the end of your turn. It is Badger's turn now. Badger.
And I
The last thing
gotta
that
roll
Badger
for the giant eagle for initiative.
we'll say it goes on your initiative, just because there are a lot of.
Next turn.
Yeah.
Alright.
Is it able to use it? Is it able to get an action on the turn it's summoned, or is it?
I'm not sure. I'll have to
me-
your call.
It's conjure elemental, right?
Yeah. Giant eagle.
No, you just pull up Flame Elemental.
And that's all.
It's what you summoned. You just took the shape of an eagle.
Okay, so
It's some elementals.
thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just elemental or
Well, it's summon elemental, but he summoned a fiery eagle.
a fire
So
eagle
Fire
for
elemental.
yeah,
Flame.
reskinned as an eagle, but it is a fire elemental.
Yeah. Or I mean, if you would rather have a different, but it has to be either fire, wind.
Okay, I see it now.
Earth.
Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, go ahead and roll for its initiative.
Fire and wind, earth, water. Elementals.
That's a
Fire.
natural one.
Natural one. All right, so it's going to be
Air.
yeah.
Water.
Avatar.
Plus dex of 3, so 4 total.
Yeah, it's still at the very bottom.
Yeah,
but
so I'm just
but
putting
yeah,
it back.
it will get a turn at the end of this round.
Does still get to go this round though.
All right. And yeah, there will be
so,
any verbal commands that you issue to them. No
I'm just gonna
action
have
by
him
you.
be right there in front.
All right.
Above that one. There you go. Just for accuracy.
All right. Okay. And do you have your stat block up for that?
Yeah, I pulled it up.
Okay, great. All right. So yeah, it's Badger's turn. The last thing, so Badger is currently kind of hanging out the outside of the cart right now. He's on the very back end, and he has his long katana. And the thing about the katana, for Badger, just so you're aware, it works like a long sword, but it has a reach of 10 feet.
Nice. Okay.
It's a very long katana.
I'm here. I'm right here.
Yeah, exactly. So you just saw. You're really only able to see kind of through the portal of the back of the wagon. You're really only able to see these two tall appendage-like things that are sprouting up out of the ground.
Oh, and for the elemental sheds 30 foot of light illumination.
Good to know.
Which one's the elemental?
Anything that is not the little.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the elemental is the eagle, which is one of the only.
Nice ally.
The only ally on the field.
Well, it's the only thing that actually looks like the thing it's supposed to be.
Ironically. Do you have the red eagle? So you switch it out.
Somewhere, actually. Yeah.
Yes!
Yeah, I can do that.
God, such accuracy!
I kind of have a piece for that. Wait, where is it?
Blast.
It might be in
No.
your box.
No.
The one thing.
I remember seeing it at one point in time.
That's really disappointing. That's really disappointing. Disappointed. All right.
And what's
so-
been the so far? It's been going on like mostly long range attacks. Everyone's kind of centered.
You're literally the second person in initiative.
Yeah. So
So
the last thing that the last thing that you see is Badger had just there was a tentacle that was wrapped around a spoke of the back wheel,
Oh.
and Badger had
which
just
one is
cut
that?
it free.
This one or that one?
It was neither of those.
Oh, okay.
It was
It's just
another
one.
one.
It was a different one.
Yeah. So the last thing, so you're really not able to see too much outside the back of this cart, other than these two things pop up. You just dispatched one of them, and now there are two more to your knowledge. And you are able to hit this this one over here, the 3 die over there. You are within melee reach with your long katana.
Okay. So I can't attack that one without
moving.
Yeah.
And attack number 3 over there. It's a +6. With my katana, take it out.
All right.
Swing. 14 plus 20.
20. Yeah, that's gonna hit.
It's a 1d10. What? Is that right?
That's versatile.
Because you're two. It's a long sword,
yeah.
so you're two-handing it.
Yeah. Which means you don't have a free hand at the moment. You just have.
You don't have a shield or anything.
Yeah.
All right. I'm doing what it's telling me. 9.
9 points. All right.
And I really don't know what my things do.
You can make another attack.
Yeah, I was thinking. Oh, another attack.
You can do 3 total attacks on your turn.
Yes.
You're just like,
You
what?
can pick up this fucking character.
Because you have attack.
18.
18 hit. That hits.
Yeah. Ooh, 7 damage.
Okay.
I'll attack again.
All right.
Ooh, that one.
That one, yeah, it's gonna miss. So you get these first 2 off, ting, ting, and they cut right through, and you see they are leaving fairly large chunks and slices, and you see that the tentacle kind of like fold backward, where like at the seam where you've sliced, and it does that twice, and that third one just goes wide, and it's unable to really connect.
How's it doing? Can I tell?
I mean, you're fairly confident you're seeing what looks like blood come out, but it's not necessarily like the red blood that you're familiar seeing. It looks like a deep, darker something else. It's going to be an end of Badger's turn unless he'd like to use any movement. Still currently on the card.
Nah, I'm good. I'll have my turn.
All right, that's going to bring us to the creature's turn.
Right.
There we go.
All right.
That's where you guys go.
So, the creature is going to move forward with this one. It's going to go ahead and make a grapple attempt on you, Morty. Ooh. Yeah, that's not great. That's a 12 to hit.
I'm going to go against the strength. Or,
No,
It's
your armor class.
your AC. It's a 12. Yeah, 12 to hit your AC
12. Yeah, hits.
for the horse.
Yeah.
All right, I need you to
AC.
make
AC.
When you wild shape as a druid, you
actually,
still,
yeah.
you retain your
I know,
armor.
yeah.
It's your
I'm-
AC.
Oh, is it retain?
I'm thinking polymorph.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm like,
it's still your AC.
So it misses.
This is, yeah.
Damn, you got an AC of 12,
No,
fam?
I'm like,
You
the red
suck. We need to buff you.
If it was polymorph, I would have been fucked.
Yeah, I'm like,
AC of 10 for a riding horse.
Yeah.
Thank
So-
God.
So you look over and you see this large tentacle come towards you, and as it gets closer, it looks kind of furry and brownish, but it's moving so fast that it seems to, and it comes to kind of wrap around you but you're able to kind of shrug it off, and it kind of just like slides right
But
back.
I buck it off.
Yeah, you feel the bog water, like there's like this slime that is now on your back. And you feel the hindquarters of your horse form, just covered in this greasy, icky, gross bog slime. It's gonna move this. It's gonna move this one towards your elemental. It's gonna go ahead and make a gore attack.
Gore.
Damn it! That's gonna be another 12. That's got 12 to hit again.
That misses.
Misses, yeah. This one is also going to make another. All right, much better. It's going to be 20 to hit.
That hits.
All right.
I gotta recognize AP for elemental.
All right. The elemental takes 9 points of piercing damage as this similar tentacle-like appendage spears forward and jabs right into the fire elemental. And then this one, it's also going to move around. It's basically going to pincer, so it does get advantage on the attack.
All right.
It's a natural 20.
Yeah.
And so it begins, boys.
Yes, sir.
Fuck, max damage.
All right. So
War elemental.
All right,
Lay
that's
on
going to
it.
be 27 points of piercing damage to the elemental. As this other one, it's quickly a 3-pronged attack. As you see the first one kind of come in from the side, one stabbing through the back, and your fire elemental is caught unaware as another one comes up and pierces it through just under the wing, the fiery wing, and you hear it kind of howl and cackle in pain. Right, and then it's going to take its last action, and you actually. No, it's not. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, and it gets one more. You watch as, it's going to go ahead and move this one up. It's going to make an attack against Badger. Badger, you watch as this same tentacle-like. You see it.
okay. Yeah. That's letting you know.
You can go ahead and hand me the sheet. You're doing your character, so you can get ready.
Yeah.
You're good.
So Badger watches as this, after slicing the tentacle to his right, the one from his left comes running up, and it's going to be, damn it, 10. Nope. That's going to be all of its actions, and it's going to end its turn. So, what everyone witnesses is suddenly this barrage of tentacles start spearing out of nowhere and bombarding this flame elemental in the shape of a giant eagle. And Badger is off in his own fight right now, and he's ducking and dodging between these two tentacles on the back of the cart. That's going to bring us to the end of the creature's turn. Roland, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay. Well. Shit.
The card's still free.
I know.
You watch as in front of you. You can see in the road, which is fairly even with the water table at the moment. This is definitely a swamp road. This is not a very stable, viable means of transport. It's you start to get the sense that this is obviously a very dangerous road for people going by themselves, and you see this large puddle in front of you that just permeates the entirety of the road. That looks like it. As you are coming up, it doesn't quite look the same. It looks like there's more water that is now formed over top of the road in front of you, about 50 feet or so.
Like
just about here or so, there is where the horse is running. Looks like there's a pool of water that is just kind of swelling over the road.
Side question. How many hookups are on your card, by the way?
Just the one.
The single
I
one.
just
Okay.
thought
It's
about
just the
that.
one.
I was like, there's not one on there because it's on that horse that's over here that he broke off with.
Okay.
So
That's one of them.
yeah.
Thank you. Mhm.
Yeah.
Also, as a flavor, I'll just look like the unicorn that we previously encountered, just without the horn.
Okay, fair enough. A very nice looking alabaster unicorn
Yeah, just
with like bleached blonde
Jesus.
mane hair.
There's so much going on right now.
You see, and then
I guess yeah. I'll pull out my longsword.
All right.
I will use my bonus action to activate the Blood Rite of Fire.
Oh yeah.
Yes! Minimum damage.
The one time you're like, thank God, minimum.
Yes! So my sword just fire.
All right.
Sorry. I'm gonna jump off the cart and attack 4
All right. Roll for an attack.
because
Yeah. Make sure you just move. You're moving away from the
Yeah.
sphere that's just there between you and 4. Okay.
dodge the sphere.
Yeah, just like yeah, I got it.
I'm just gonna dodge around you. First one's gonna suck. It's a 14.
14 hits.
Oh yes! Ballin'.
It's not too high, basically.
7 plus 3, 10.
10 points of damage. All right.
And the second attack,
Go for it.
gonna miss.
What was it?
It's a 13.
13. Yeah, 13 misses. Yeah.
Because it was a 5 and the last one I rolled was a 6.
Yeah. Your first one, you definitely carve off a chunk of it. The second one goes a little bit wide.
That's. I'm gonna turn and just scream, "Fight!
All right. It's gonna be
Save my cart!"
And now it's Vladimir's turn.
Okay.
Vladimir is up on the
Oh, man.
the
That's right. I get to be balling here for a second.
the secondary platform, and he's looking out. And Vladimir at this point has the best vantage point out of anything. He definitely is able to see the entire battlefield, and he looks around and he sees 10 of these massive tentacles coming forth from the ground. Was that his
That was his ring.
ring? I was like thinking his glove of blasting, but it's not a glove of blasting.
Nah, it's a ring of fucking shit up is what it is.
Yes, it is.
It's about to be a big ring of fucking shit up. Okay, because yes.
We're gonna do that. Fuck it.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna have to do. I mean, if 50 feet of water is starting to cross the street in front of us. With his bonus action,
Okay.
he is going to cast Fireball from the ring. So, poof, at... I could probably get... Circle? Circle time.
Circle. It's circle.
Oh man, and he can meld spells. He took that feat so he can make it so that it doesn't affect
Yeah.
friendlies. Oh man, I can fuck shit up
Well,
Power
that
10.
wouldn't necessarily work for the
for the ring.
ring.
So I could do it with his action if I cast Fireball with his action.
You know what the action? Yeah. The ring is an uncontrollable.
so-
Yeah.
Then the ring will be right here.
All right. Oh, and you're gonna smush him a little bit. All right.
It's probably gonna
dex save for all 4
Dex
of those. All right. 16 for the first one.
Which way you want to go? Left or right?
Yeah, I'm starting with the black one right here.
that is the spell save.
All right, so he saves.
16.
Alright, for gold.
Second one, 11. So he fails. The red one, damn, 7. I'm rolling like shit.
Alright.
Fails.
And then one, damn, 10. No, fuck you.
Cool.
So
These 3.
get him
I
out.
need all of the D6s.
I grant you my 3.
There's 6. I'll just roll 2 more after
Yeah,
this.
you got some more right here. You are given the power.
Cool.
So these 3 right here. Give it to him.
6, 12, 26, 31.
31 points of damage for
That's
those
the-
three, and then
And then
that one gets
15.
not 15, 50 or sorry 16.
I don't know whose dice this is. Wait, nope, don't take them anyways. Doesn't matter.
All right, so you watch as you come up and you watch as Vladimir kind of focuses the power, and a fireball appears and splatters, and he watches the water just kind of an immediate steam hisses off and rises, and these three are obliterated.
Damn.
So,
Vladimir's a powerhouse. He just never plays it that way. Yeah. Then, for his action,
All right.
we're gonna spell meld fireball,
Okay.
and we're gonna have just a toasty party right here.
Go for it.
So that would be
And that's how many of his choice for which level is he casting at?
is
So I believe it's everyone just outside of
that's
this.
Vladimir's like.
If he's dicking around with Rupert. Rupert, save us.
You're right.
Throw
You're right. He would just.
Throw
He,
wormling.
But he ain't here, so.
I just had so many ideas
Don't
just fucking
throw-
bust through my head.
Don't throw the throws the
Throw throws the
wormling.
Rupert, and as he throws it, casts enlarge.
If you wanted to,
Get it now.
there's no guarantee that.
No, Rupert's gonna come out and be like, "Oh, it's a stick."
Yeah, pretty much.
Right?
Rupert's a dumbass.
It doesn't turn it into a
actually-
it turns it into a larger baby.
We're gonna move it. We're gonna do it differently. I think we're just gonna do it over here.
All right, and are
Because
you
the fire-
gonna still meld? Yeah.
No, because the fire elemental won't. Isn't a fire elemental immune to fire, or is it
Yeah,
only?
actually.
Yeah, I'm like,
well,
if it's not immune, it's gonna be half
we'll
damage. But
check
I
it
think
out
it's
right now.
immune
yeah, that's your yeah.
because like
Is it immune?
it's
Is it
literally
active?
made of that.
It's made of that. I think it's immune to fire.
I
damage.
would think so.
I'm like 99% certain it's immune to fire.
I'm
damage.
like
Yeah,
in
'cause
some
that-
games I would play it would
that's the
it would
whole-
cause it to
Yeah.
heal.
Pretty sure.
It'd be like fuck
Well-
you.
We'll say it's immune
It
because
doesn't say anything, but
yeah,
sure.
it's immune. So the fire element
Makes
doesn't
sense
take
to
any
me.
damage. So it's these these three or those four.
There's no way that I could get. No, there's either those four. We're gonna go with these four.
Those four. All right.
So, I guess it'll be a disadvantage, if anything.
I'm gonna start
Like, you
with.
know,
I'm gonna start
I'll be
At the back,
right
there.
here. So
Yeah.
green boy.
First green boy
Oh my god! 10.
fails.
The shield. Natural 20.
Okay, it passes.
The golden
Gold
guy,
boy
13 he fails.
fails.
And 13 he fails.
Yes.
I am rolling like absolute shit right now.
Yes. 12, 18, 20, 7, 8.
Alright, so shield is the only one who passed. So what's the damage on that?
28.
28. Alright. So shield takes 14. And he watches.
We're gonna fuck it up. He's spent. I'm gonna play him correctly the rest of the game now.
He watches Vladimir.
That was all of his fucking mental prowess just went into that. He's gonna attack his next thing with a staff.
Vladimir in a very
everybody else grab theirs.
like anime action shot, just like holds his two hands out, launches these two fireballs, and the smell is intense. It is this like, it's this grotesque, sulfurous. It smells like burnt trash, and it burns the insides of your nostrils, and it is
I mean, sweet stuff.
almost enough to make
You
you
got me.
gag and throw up. But Vladimir did his job, and it looks like the battlefield is fairly empty for the moment. It's going to be the end of Vladimir's turn. Demetrius, it is your turn. You are currently inside the cart. What you see around you is basically a workshop, like several different work areas, different craft
I just have.
benches and everything like that, shrunk down to about the size of, like it's almost like an RV camper. So it is very cramped right now, and you see that Badger's currently hanging out. So if you wanted to get out, you probably could.
I mean, at this point, it would have probably been just two explosives. What the fuck?
There are also two very loud explosions that you hear just seconds prior, and coming from either side of the cart, and this intense heat that comes straight through even the wood. So yeah, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna get out.
All right.
Over here.
So yeah, you're gonna be able. The only exit is straight through, so you're gonna have to jump out.
Also, I'm pretty sure you saw the fire elemental illuminating everything.
Alright, that's cool.
The wagons are covered,
Oh,
so he
right.
actually has to get out to see
Okay.
it. But yeah, so you jump out, and the first thing that you see is the tentacle standing up,
Okay,
looming
yeah,
over
fine.
you, and another one off to the side. It looks like it has two large gashes and
Oh,
up along its stem. All right, what would you like to do?
I'm using my short sword on number 2.
All right, roll for an attack.
20.
20. Yeah, it's gonna hit. Roll for damage.
2.
Plus.
Plus your and
Dexterity.
it's add your dexterity modifier to the damage.
5.
2. Is it 5 damage?
Mm-hmm.
5 points of slashing. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. You take one solid gash out of it.
And then I will do it again.
All right. Roll for another attack.
Nope.
What is it?
1.
One.
Damaging me
Yeah,
with
that's not gonna
fire
hit.
and poison.
This. Yeah. You get your first one off very easily, and the second one just kind of goes a little wide. You actually step into a bit of a puddle as you're leaping out. So as you leap out, you take one swipe, and then once you land, you your feet stick in a little bit deeper, and you don't get enough momentum to really get a swing off. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Any bonus actions? Any of the rest of your movement you'd like to use?
I'll allow it. Next time, though.
I'm gonna move right here.
All right. Yeah. You're sloshing through. Your feet go they sink about halfway through your boot, and so you are having. It is like running through thick mud at the moment.
Through a pile of shit.
Yeah. It's going to be Demetrius' turn. Malachi, it's going to be your turn.
Mother truckers.
And you are currently.
Literally everything in front of us just got obliterated. We're like,
Yeah. You feel this intense heat searing from behind or from either sides of the cart, and you see a lot of these these large tendrils, just kind of wither and shrivel.
So,
And
would,
then-
would that fire leave a... They all should leave fire marks, right? On the scarred earth, right? Those fireballs.
Not necessarily, because
Okay.
this is
moist.
Moist area, so just steam.
Yeah, there's a lot of steam.
So should that...
rising
It's an
up.
awful smell.
And a really awful
Is
smell.
it heavy steam or just light steam?
It's heavy steam. There's also a thick fog around as well, so it
Oh, so it doesn't
battles
really
with
affect
the fog.
doesn't really affect the visibility?
It doesn't affect visibility
Okay.
too much.
I
It's
thought it was
already fairly poor visibility.
So is there a way I could use some of my movement to like climb the cart to like get a better vantage?
Yeah, it's going to be getting up to which level would you like to get up to?
There's like ladders on the outside.
Yeah.
I guess since I'm on the bottom, just probably like the next level, just to see if I can get a better vantage point.
The next level up.
As he comes up, Vladimir's just like,
I took care of the problem.
Yeah. So you're up there. It's going to be 10 feet of your movement.
Okay.
Is there anything else? Yeah.
Yeah. After
What's your-
witnessing Morty and Vladimir harness their magic to harness magical power through fire, I just kind of like I take note of it and I take out my wand. Having never tried this before, I like make like a small sigil of flame,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to cast produce flame,
All right.
and I'm going to make a ranged spell attack against this creature.
Okay. Roll for an attack.
Eat it.
No, that's not one.
That's
That one?
sad.
Yeah.
That was sad. I watched
Your-
that.
Your spell, and as you're unfamiliar with your druidic ways, you go to cast the spell, and it sort of like peters out.
Yeah.
You send it off, and then about 5 feet out, it
It's like the
Sputters
first
the
time
fuck out.
Harry was in like
Yeah.
the wizard
Yeah.
fight. He
Yeah.
was just like,
Exactly.
Yeah. It sparks.
Yeah, there's a little sparkle, but
Snakes
It's
and
very
sparklers.
fitting.
snakes and sparklers.
Yeah.
all right. It's gonna be your action.
Yeah.
You still have 20 feet of movement and your bonus action if you like.
It's not really a thing I can do.
All right.
Yeah.
You stand up there with Vladimir, who is currently just like
He's very triumphant right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally.
He's totally asking for permission from Rupert later because of how well of a job he did.
It's gonna bring us to the elemental's turn.
Okay, question.
Yeah.
Let's see. That part where my thumb's at. Is that,
Oh,
it's
you
up
just-
to GM.
hold on.
Okay. GM, that part, the first part of the attack, would you allow it or not? It's fire elemental. Multi
Yeah.
attack.
Oh, the multi attack.
Yeah.
For things that you summon, they don't
Yeah.
get multi attack.
Okay, so it's just a basic.
That's if you're
It gets
facing
one
them.
of the two
That's what
multi-attacks.
clarify-
It gets like.
I just want to make
like
clarification
claw or
for that
bite.
future
For
reference.
multi-attack, it gets either the
Because
claw.
I'm just like there's a lot of fucking things I summon as multi attack. I was like,
Yeah. So anything that you summon doesn't get multi attack unless it's specifically stated. Or if it's like
either way,
Some good old
the one that's like right in front of me is just gonna go ahead. It's gonna do it's a touch. It's fired. This a melee damage.
Okay.
Some touch.
Yeah.
Fire touch.
Much easier.
go ahead and make an attack roll.
Alright.
To get done without this.
16.
16 hits. Roll for damage. Yeah.
Cancel forever. Okay, 3 fireballs.
Let's try and keep the
Oh,
battlefield.
sorry.
clear.
9.
9 points of damage. All right. Yeah. You watch as your fire elemental, and it's a what kind of attack is it? Is it like a claw attack, or is it like a?
It's just a touch attack.
Is it touchy? Yeah. This flamed winged this flamed wing moves out and just kind of brushes across, and the tendril seems to kind of sparkle and light and flame, and it's currently alit for a brief moment.
So yeah, it will take until it's doused. It will take fire damage.
All right. Yeah, it's alit.
Yeah, take a 1d10.
All right.
Until the start of each turn. Its turn.
Start of its turn. All right.
Yes.
Good to know. It's going to bring us up to Morty. It is your turn.
Shit. Now seeing there's no thing to actually hook up. I'm just gonna de-wall shake. Just go back to normal self and go ahead and just quickly just chunk kunai at this one way over here.
All right. Make a ranged attack. Go for it.
Naruto.
Oh yeah. Oof. That's just a 7.
A 7? Yeah. As you're getting out of your like halfway
It
through
is
your
like-
wild shape, like your upper body is back to normal, but you still have
You look like a
hooves.
centaur.
Yeah.
It's like a centaur, but if they don't have the hindquarters, it's just
Oh yeah.
your feet are still like hooves, and so you don't quite have a base to stand on before you release the kunai.
Also
And
going backhanded like towards my back area.
Yeah.
So it's like a difficult shot off the back.
you hear it kind of
Oh
fall into the
shit.
water about 30
I
feet
should
away.
have thought about that one.
All right, it's going to be your bonus action and your action.
Alright, yeah, and I'm just gonna sit there front watching.
All right. It's going to bring us to Badger. It's back to Badger's turn. Badger watches as Demetrius sprints out the back and take this one swipe at his tendril, which is now closer. And
Shit, that's a good idea. Did he attack the one that he had already attacked?
no, it looks like this other one, as this other one was coming up, and Demetrius attacked that one, but it was not the same.
Okay, so
Yeah.
with his first attack, he'll attack 3.
Okay, go for it. Roll for an attack.
It's gonna hit. It's a natural 17.
Yep, that's going to hit. Roll for damage on that one.
8.
8. All right.
Second one on that one,
Okay.
19.
19 hits. Roll for damage.
9.
9. All right.
Still standing?
At the second hit, it just kind of
It does the anime thing and just...
yeah, and it falls, and it is
'Cause that's how cool he would want it to be.
no more.
Oh, yeah.
All right, and it's his second attack.
Yeah, so with his third attack, I guess he'll turn to 2.
Okay.
He'll go ahead and step out of the cart at this point.
All right.
And he'll turn and just swing right at it.
Roll for an attack.
It's probably not going to hit.
What is it?
15?
15 hits.
Oh, shit. It's shitty damage. 5.
5. All right. Yeah, this other one's looking like there are a couple of smaller nicks in there. It's like death by 1,000 paper cuts, where there are
man,
these
that's what
really
we're going
tiny
for.
nicks in the
At
sides.
this
of
point,
it.
we're just torturing this poor bastard.
Yeah. Is there anything else that Batter would like to do?
That's his turn.
All right. It's going to bring us to the creature's turn.
Because technically it could have action surged.
All right. So you watch as, let's see, people who would notice this, pretty much everyone at the front of the cart. So everyone at the front of the cart notices. Also, if you don't mind moving the horse 100 feet down that way.
Let's go.
It's out there.
I think it's fairly gone. The horse is gone into the mist. You currently do not have eyesight on the horse as the fog.
God damn it, Bessie.
Yeah, the fog is covering it up. You see roughly. Actually, about right here.
Oh, yes. We are using the painted one.
You watch as, from the pool of water that you had seen move across the road, you see burbling from the ground and rising up what looks like a tall, very large elk, almost, but its entire body is covered in scales. And it has these small fins that are by it, almost like small wings. And you see that it has has dual antlers, and there are 10 tentacles that go up and then dig into the ground right beside it.
Great.
Or you watch, but you see
Hey,
it.
Josh. Behind you, there's a hamburger on the floor. I need that hamburger. Thank you. Happy Burger appreciates it.
You see the let's see. You see that only 3 of the horns are actually digging into the ground. It looks like there are the other 7 are connected closer to, and they're not actually digging into the ground.
Not anymore.
You watch as it, and it's gonna. You watch as immediately this line of pure bog water. It looks like sprays out, and it's going to. I need Morty, Malachi, and Roman to make dexterity saving checks for me real quick.
Dexterity saves?
Yes.
I'll activate my last blood maledict of the day. Everybody gets to add +2 within 5 feet of me to their dexterity save.
Right. So,
It's new.
what'd you roll?
So that would be 4 + 2 + 2.
All right.
So,
It's a fail.
Yeah.
Okay.
24.
+2.
All right. You save. And Morty,
19.
19. You save.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Sorry, that didn't work your way, but it worked.
I should probably roll my damage on that. Yes, it's still low! It's the greatest feeling.
Where are all of my d?
It's when you roll that 6 that it really hurts your feelings.
It's like,
All right.
When I look again, I start
So,
rolling the 8.
Roman, you take 22 points of acid damage. And the two of you take 11 points of acid damage as this bog water is sprayed out onto you, and you feel this intense burning and searing, and that same smell of burning trash that had filled your nose is now all over you. And for his bonus action, he needs to make a Constitution save. He's going to succeed, and he is. All right. You watch as
The shield takes a D10 of damage for being set on fire. Because it's the start of its turn.
Yes.
The
The shield from when the fire elemental
yeah.
touched it.
Takes a D10.
Because that's its...
yes, it does. Go ahead and roll for the damage on that.
10.
10. Wonderful.
beautiful.
That's.
Exquisite.
Let me see. Actually, yeah, that one is.
Yes.
But you watch as directly in front of
Yeah.
Already looking
3 more.
a little woozy.
So, after wiping the thick congealed bog water from your eyes, you see 3 more tentacles spring up in front of you.
Oh jeez.
And in the back, this one back here is going to go ahead and take a swipe at. Yeah, it's going to take a swipe at Badger. It's going to be a 17 to hit.
Hits.
All right. It's going to be 7 points of damage, 7 points of piercing damage, as this one comes up from above and just sort of comes across his and grazes him on his chin. It's like a sucker punch from above. And then, let's see that was. Yeah, just. And then this one over here is going to run up to the cart and is going to attempt to. It's going to make a grapple attack on Vladimir. Oh my god. 14 to hit for Vladimir.
Pretty sure it misses.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, misses. 15.
Alright. Vladimir
Took too long to scroll up the text to get to the character sheet.
15. So it comes up and tries to make a grapple attack and wrap around the body and the torso of Vladimir. Vladimir's torso being so bulbous and rippling muscly, just kind of shrugs it off.
I've done beat your ass once!
And that's going to be the end of the creature's turn. It's going to bring us to Roman.
Great.
You watch as these two kind of pop up in front of you.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna use my bonus action to Misty Step.
Alright.
I'm gonna Misty Step to behind the elk.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna take 2 strikes on him.
Alright.
Cause that's all I can think.
Go for it.
Head, snake. Cut head off, snake.
Okay.
First one's a natural 19, so
That's 19.
it's gonna be 19 plus 6, so 25.
25. Actually, yeah. That hits. Roll for damage on that.
That is 9 slashing damage
Okay.
and 9 fire damage.
Alright. Yeah, you take two of these backslashes.
Well, that was the first strike.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, yeah.
I'm like, because the fire damage was just from
Yeah.
the right damage.
Alright, go for it.
No.
What is it?
It's a 3.
A 3?
So-
Yeah, it's not going to hit. That first one, you're a little bit too impressed with this up in that first step.
Yes.
And it's a fairly intimidating creature.
Oh yes, it's terrifying.
It looks like it looks like something out of like Bloodborne or something like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Boys.
Like imagine Bloodborne and like Cabela's came together.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah. It's that.
But I do imagine killing it with fire would help. So
Alright, is that the end of your turn?
that's all she wrote. Wait. Still have a movement technically.
You do still have your movement. So your bonus action and your action.
Can take the opportunity attack. Is this land?
That is currently that is it's land. It's land. It's
It's
still,
rough terrain.
It's going to be rough terrain. Yeah.
Cool. The road's still fine.
The road is still fine, but taking a step off the road, you're going to get into difficult terrain.
No, that's it.
All right, you stay there. All right, it's going to bring us to Vladimir. It's Vladimir's turn. Vladimir just shrugged off this tentacle creature like appendage, and is currently staring it down.
Yes, Vladimir. Do cool things again. Yeah, Vladimir is going to, with his bonus action, because he's dope like that, he's going to... Where'd it go? Use the ring.
Yep, puts the ring on.
And he's going to get it...
What are you screaming?
It's still going to get you. You'd have to move it over like this. Actually, you could move it over like this. He's gonna move it over like this. Because originally I was just gonna fucking just bombard the fuck out of Roman.
Alright.
But looking at this, I can do this smartly too.
Okay.
So yeah, bonus action, hit that.
Alright.
I'm just gonna start rolling dice.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Those three need to make it. To
Where are we
16.
starting?
For Yellow Boy,
16. That's
Yep.
it.
8, and then
Fails.
for creature, 23.
Passes.
Oh, I'm getting there.
This one not as good.
That's how it's looking so far.
8, 10,
Maybe,
16, 23.
Alright.
Ninja tool.
The creature is going to use a reaction
Okay.
to use one of its innate abilities
Okay.
called Antler Shield. If two prongs of the antlers are within 10 feet of each other, they can take whatever incoming projectile damage. As long as they are in between the projectile
Right.
and the creature, they can use it to intercept and take full damage.
Fireball's not a projectile.
Or it's
It's a centered
it's a-
explosion. This
or,
explosion is centered here. They're not between them.
for the ring.
Yeah, fireball is... If it's a ring of fireball is just... He picks a spot and
Okay.
an explosion appears
Alright.
there.
Right, sure. For the
If it was firebolt, that's a yeet.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
like lightning bolt's a yeet.
okay, this is my fault because if this is with the ring, then it's more so emanating from because that was a part of the enchantment. But that's
Okay.
that's
Well,
something
then I
I know we
didn't
never
know.
really like
No, then you're good.
talked about. But if you're doing the fireball spell with then yes,
Oh no, he was using the rings, so then
yeah,
You're
and
right,
that's
then
and
it
that
would-
and that's on me because I never
I didn't know that. But it's
yeah.
So they take his damage.
But they are killed.
Cool.
Either
That makes
way.
this even cooler because now he's going to cast magic missile at 4th level.
Wonderful. And on the creature.
Oh yes,
Go ahead and
the
start
thing that
rolling.
has nothing between him now.
Yeah.
So that's how many D4s?
For 4th level magic missile, let me double check real quick because I don't have that off the top of my
Yeah, I don't
head.
know. I just know it's +1 for each D4 I roll. So
Where's it?
I have yet to use that my wizard, so
magic missile's dope.
Uh,
I want to say it's
the
5.
spell creates one more dart at each slot level, so it's 3 d4.
Well, 'cause it's-
second, third, and the fourth.
Well, initially doesn't it fire?
Because I
Two
haven't yet to hit
bolts.
the wall.
Or yeah,
it's magic
so
missiles.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, so 5.
5 d4, yeah. It's a 1.
4.
Wonderful.
4, 5, 9, 13, 15 plus 5, so 20.
20. All right. Yeah.
He's just like
Yeah.
he's like a Gundam. He just keeps blowing shit up.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah. The oak looks
even with the giant
Take-
rib,
take
he
these
just
lots,
looks
yeah.
like he's just.
He's basically the Terminator at this point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Let him have
That's
it.
great.
Is there anything else
He
Vladimir would like to do? That's his
No, yeah.
bonus action, his action, any movement.
No, he's not going to get down.
So
He's
fair-
lazy.
Fairly good spot up there. Brings us to Demetrius.
Go, Demetrius.
I'm gonna move over here.
All right.
And I'm gonna use Hail of Thorns
Hail of Thorns on.
on number 2.
So that's on actually. And
It'd probably hit
they have to
Vladimir.
be. Let me check if it's in within 5 feet or
Within
10
5
feet.
feet.
Within 5 feet. So you'd only for Hail of Thorns you only be able to get this one. The Hail of Thorns wouldn't reach.
He's aiming
This
for
one,
number
it's
two.
10
He's aiming for
feet
number-
away.
He's aiming for number 2.
Yeah, that's good.
For that one? Okay, yeah. Okay. So he needs to make a save. What's your spell save DC?
It's the, well, it's going to be your 10 plus wisdom. Is it 10 plus wisdom plus proficiency?
Plus proficiency, yeah.
Yeah. So
16.
Or I'm sorry, it's 8 plus wisdom.
8 plus wisdom plus proficiency.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
8.
So 14.
14. Yeah, he's going to save, but he does take half damage. So it's 1d10 halved on a hit. Go ahead and roll for your melee attack.
That's a 2.
2. Yeah, that's not going to hit.
2 plus 8, so 10.
Yeah,
But
10.
good 10.
still not going to hit.
It's not going to hit you. Yeah. As you come around for another strike, it goes a little bit wide, but you do have your second attack if you'd like.
9 plus 8.
17.
17 definitely hits. So go ahead and roll for the attack damage, and then half of your Hail of Thorns damage.
So 5 plus 3. So 8 on the arrow. And
Or
then
it's
you're-
a melee attack.
well then.
Yeah.
Well,
So
8 on his sword.
Yeah.
And then roll a d10. And then half whatever you roll on it.
1.
So
9.
it'll go with 1, yeah. All right, yeah. You take these. The first one goes wide, but the second one comes back around, and you watch as with your sword, as your sword connects, you see this almost like spectral volley of other swords that are kind of mirroring your blade as they all kind of slam into the side and carve small little nicks into the side of the stem.
Get that.
Like that. But, yeah. And you're kind of stuck in there, and you... Is there anything else you'd like to do? It's going to be your action, yeah. Alright. It's going to bring us to Malachi. It's your turn.
Yeah. So, having fudging up the first time around, I'm gonna try and like really focus on the second time. I'm gonna flick my wand. I'm gonna make the same symbol,
Mm-hmm.
making the flame appear in my empty hand, and I'm gonna make a ranged spell attack against this creature.
Alright, roll for an attack.
Fucking come on. Ooh, that's a 21 to hit.
21 hits. Go for it. Roll for damage.
That 2d8.
A 2d8 though.
I need that. That like yesterday, son.
No, really.
That's not that good. 3 points of damage.
3 points of damage. You
That's
know
how I
what?
feel when I roll my 2d8 for my right damage, and I'm like, 2 1s.
Yeah.
I took 6 damage for this.
It works out in the end.
Maybe.
Alright, yeah. You fudging up the first time. On the second time around, you really bear down on yourself and you feel like you've got it in. This flame shoots out, and you watch as it kind of in this. It's a slow start to the ember, but it quickly. You can tell you get the sense that there's something about the biology behind this creature that makes the flames kind of spread a lot faster.
I'm just gonna scream, "Fucking with fire!"
You watch as it just sort of.
Stinky, don't like fire.
All right, it's going to be the end of your turn. Mm-hmm. All right, that brings us to the elemental's turn. What's the elemental doing?
Where he's gonna let's see, I guess this swoop up and across and get this guy and just touch.
All right, yeah, roll for an attack.
Elementals are so cool because they just float.
No.
Imagine if a giant
15.
15 hits. Roll for damage.
Sweet.
This giant ball of fire just floated up to you. I'm like, yo, dog.
I need my two.
You're on fire.
Need my 2c6.
That's what I want to do for every time I make an elemental. I'm just gonna make like this like Californian dude show up and he's just like,
What up, bruh?
Yeah, bro.
Blaze now.
14.
14?
Bruh.
yeah, just more or less comes down, and as the elemental eagle kind of flaps its wings,
So to go,
touches it.
so, yeah, I think that spends all its 50 right there.
Question is
Going,
these
it's going up and around the card, so it's like that's all its 50 right there.
as I'm seeing them take out things, is it reacting in front of me to them,
Make a perception check.
or are these just like limitless and not really any fucking like worth to it?
Yeah, you got fucking.
Said perception.
Yeah.
13.
13. You watch, and it's fairly clear to see that whenever these things are hacked down, and it's a little bit hard to see through some of the fog, but you are able to see close up. You see the antlers sort of kind of come out of the ground and kind of reconnect and just kind of settle on the ends of the elk's horns.
Cool beans.
Alright. It's going to be the end of the elemental's turn. Morty, it's back up to your turn. What are you doing?
Alright, that's having this fucker just yak on me. Bonus action move Flame Spirit to this guy.
Alright.
I believe it. Takes a
Is it a dex save?
I believe so. I gotta pull it up. Yep.
Oh, he's going to fail. That's a 12, yeah. It's a 12?
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain.
Pretty sure you're
That's a
gonna.
low
13.
spell DC.
Yeah. 6.
6, alright. 6 points of damage. Alright.
And with my actual action, Moonbeam, this one here.
Alright. That's another dexterity save.
Believe. Let me pull up the window. One
Yeah,
sec.
like 18 windows open with spells.
Yes. Constitution.
Constitution. Alright.
It's probably pretty good at that, but
It's a 19 to save. I
Yeah.
believe that saves,
Yes.
yeah. Alright. So you take, I believe you still take half
yeah,
damage, though.
yeah. And thank God this dice set came with 2d10s. Because this dice set's awesome. And that is a 12.
12, so we take 6 points of damage.
Yes.
You watch this thing. Strangely enough, it doesn't seem to be moving. You watch this moonbeam shatters down and it scatters the fog around the elk-like creature.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like it's like whenever like Thor came down and
Yes.
Yes.
it's like that, and you see this sort of this frost
Just divides the
and lunar energy to kind of. The elk just seems to stand there stoic, almost as if it were like made of stone, almost. Yeah, but you pull down this intense lunar energy, and it sort of impacts and shakes. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'm staying right there.
All right. Badger. It's going to be Badger's turn.
That's true. 1 second.
Badger's going to swing.
Swipe.
Oh, my key.
Oh my god, I don't know
It's,
what
it's in the yeah.
I don't know what you want. Give me my soda back.
Hand me mine. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, swing. It's gonna 15 plus 6, 21.
Yep, that hits. Roll for damage on that first one. Was against that one.
4.
4 points of damage. All right.
$22.
That hits. Roll for damage on that one.
12.
Slink. The second attack, this one now you see that this one has taken like a fair few more nicks and pokes here and there.
It's been
it.
holding out.
Yep. All right.
Okay.
And, it's going to be his
Was his action?
action. So it's bonus action and movement.
damn. Oh, wait. 5, 15, 25.
Yeah. This is considered half movement, yeah. In difficult terrain, as he's trudging through.
He only has 30 feet of movement. Yeah, so that's it for him.
All right. And
Well, he'll use his bonus action to use second wind.
All right. So he gains. Was it 1d4 plus his con?
Yeah, I think it's 1d4 plus. Isn't it fighter level?
It's fighter level d4. Or no, fighter.
No,
No, 1d4 plus your fighter level.
Second level.
Yeah.
Or second wind.
Second one, isn't
Yeah.
it 1d10 plus 5?
I believe it's 1d4. But
Cause
I
you,
will double check real quick.
for only having written his second wind
5e.
dash.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. Sorry, 1d10. What am I thinking? 1d4.
I had to recently look at that. I think that's the only reason why I remember
1d10 per fighter
Yeah,
level.
1d10 plus your fighter level. Yeah.
A little 7.
So far.
So the 7 plus his fighter level, which is we'll say it's
No, I said I rolled an 8.
that. It's pretty good.
We're level 7, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 7. So he gets 15.
Solid so far.
15 back, and it's going to be in the badger's turn. It is now the creature's turn. The creature's going to first roll to see if it gets its attack back. It does. It's also going to roll to see if it gets those things back. It does. Good.
Here comes the fun part, boys.
One, two, three. And all right.
Jesus Christ. Crikey.
Crikey, mate. That's going to be its bonus action, and for its action, it is going to. Yeah, it's going to. You watch is right in front of you.
Imagine it just. Oh, that's cool.
You watch
Do I get a
this thing-
reaction on that?
You do actually. Yeah, you do get an opportunity attack.
$16.
16. That is not it.
Didn't figure. Like, this isn't a tentacle. This is.
You watch
It.
this thing melts down into the ground, and you watch as the puddle begins to sort of seep back, and you watch as the road becomes a little bit clearer. And
Jeez.
yeah, you watch as the puddle seems to shift about 30 or so feet this way.
Cool. It's not weird at all.
All right.
I don't know.
And let's see. This is the only one that gets an attack this turn, so it's going to do the only thing it can do, and it's going to go ahead and attack Morty. Ooh, that is a 17 to hit.
It's
All right. And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me. Strength or dexterity, your choice.
gonna be this. Oof. That's 9.
9. It's going to be a fail. You watch as this thing just kind of in a lightning flash, and it's going to wrap around you, and you feel an intense squeeze. You take 19 points of force damage as this thing is now suffocating you, and you are considered grappled and restrained. Or sorry, just restrained.
Just restrained.
Yeah. So your speed is 0, and you and attack rolls against this creature have advantage. So any attack against you has advantage. And you have disadvantage on all your next attacks while you are restrained.
Mm-hmm.
You also have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
And that's going to be the end of its turn. That's going to bring us to.
F's in the
It-
chat,
it- it-
boys.
it- it-
F's in the chat for
It ends
Morty.
its turn.
Yes, so it does take 1d10.
Yes.
Or sorry, it's on the start of its turn. So it's already.
No, it's on the end of its turn.
It's on, if it ends its
For the
turn in
flame
the
sphere.
sphere,
Yes, sir.
it
Or is
takes
it-
the damage.
Oh, sorry, I'm thinking of your flame elementals thing. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Because that one already died.
So what was 12 plus this or was it?
No. I'm
This
just,
one.
Oh, okay. Oh, roll.
Just what you
Just roll straight fat 12.
No. Just
No.
what did you roll?
No.
Oh,
No,
seven.
I hope
Seven.
you roll a
Seven.
12.
Your
7.
7 points of damage. All right.
I'm saying I hope you roll 12.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What the
Yeah.
hell?
Max out of 2d6.
You watch as this thing is now inflamed, and actually, because it's wrapping around you, let me look something up real quick, because it is currently
Yeah, it's restraining
it's
me.
just restraining you right now. So if it's inflamed, then technically you would
It's the main body.
potentially.
It's the main body, or is it just the end that's grabbing?
The flame sphere doesn't set something on fire.
Or it's just.
Whatever.
It's just when it
Whatever-
its turn in the range, it takes
Whatever
damage.
occupies its
I'm
space.
still confusing it with the elementals thing.
With the
Sorry.
elementals,
I'm still confused
with
with
the
the
elementals emoliate when it touches you.
because
Yeah.
Never mind. It's going to be the end of its turn. Roman, it is your turn.
Oh no, I'm just over here by myself now. I look like a fucking jackass standing in the middle of the street. Okay, so is it gone? Can I?
Did you see where? Did you see? Yeah.
Is it a fey fiend or undead?
No, it is not.
Of course not.
You said make a what check?
Perception check to spot it.
Natural 19.
Natural 19. Yeah, you are able to see this thing move along, and based on where you were, you get a general sense that it has moved 30 feet. You get a general sense it is in this tin, like the actual body of it is
Yeah,
potentially
it's in under
right over there, and it's under.
the water.
As to how far under, you're not certain, but you do see this table of water seem to shift along the swamp ground.
This really sucks. I don't know what to do now. Ba-na-na-na.
Attack something you see.
10, 15, 20, 25, and I'm gonna attack number 1.
Technically flanking.
I'm sorry, this one needs to be.
Or is that?
It just needs to be a different number so I can keep track of it.
Oh, so it's not 2
red,
ones.
red
Yeah.
one, black one.
It was.
We don't have a 2 out there.
There you go.
Yeah.
It was like it's one of those.
Yes.
Yeah.
Advantage?
Advantage.
On it,
Okay.
you do get advantage on it. Yeah.
Good. 16.
16 hits. Roll for damage.
Oh, what am I rolling? What the fuck? 7 slashing and then 13 fire.
So it's 20 total.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Immediately, this thing is
Just instant gone.
seizing up. It's not gone, but it's
cool.
looking.
Cool.
There's a long carve up the stem of it.
Cool. With my second attack then,
Mhm.
with the extra attack for my action, I will make a second attack on it.
Go for it.
Says 24.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
I'm like, it's like a 14 or
That's
15
kinda- yeah. So
AC, right? So, what am I rolling again?
it's not a very high DC.
8 slashing and then 13 fire.
You watch as it kind of explodes in a little bit of this
My
pus,
crimson dice roll don't roll like shit.
and it is gone.
Bonus action, just attack the one on the number 2.
Right,
That
go for
won't
it.
be an advantage.
Yeah, that was not going to be an advantage. Just a straight roll.
Wait, is the one who's still holding Morty? Is it still holding him?
That's the one in the flame spear.
Yeah.
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 So that was still holding. I have 5 more feet of movement. And before I make my bonus action attack, I would like to go ahead and step forward towards it and just try to hack it through too.
Okay. Roll for an attack on that one. So you take
And if I end my turn there, I'm going to take his damage.
No,
That's fine. Oh, no, because I'm not in the circle.
no,
so.
it's a 5-foot diameter.
Yeah.
It's literally one tile.
Natural 20.
Or yeah. Roll for damage on it.
So that's 8. 12 slashing, and then 7, 8, 16 fire.
Watch this one as well.
Shaw!
Explodes.
Also, if you look at me, I don't even think I've actually been hit by a monster, but I just look like fucking shit.
You are still covered in the bog water.
You're covered.
Oh yeah, no, that's right. I
You're
get
covered
that's
same
how-
shit
That's
I
where
am.
most of my.
You're covered the
that's
same
where
shit
most
I
of
am.
my
Yeah.
Yeah.
damage was from.
All
Like-
three of us
Yeah,
are
but
covered.
I just look like shit.
All three of us look like shit.
matted and disgusting, and it hasn't started to necessarily. It's like you're like the worst sort of like humid, where all the water's like clinging to you, and it's under your clothes, and it's under.
I imagine I'm
it's-
kind of steaming too.
A little bit.
It's nasty.
Yeah, a little bit. It's going to be the end of your turn. It's going to bring us to Vladimir. It's Vladimir's turn.
Oh, he's out of third level spell slots, so I won't be doing anything with third level spell slot. Or fourth level spell slot. No, third. Yeah, my bad. Ooh, that'll be a fun one. Because he never uses it. This is dumb. I love everything he has here because none of it makes any sense when you're just going through and reading a spell list. You're like,
Why do you have that?
why do you have these
Why do you have
spells?
that?
What are you doing right now? What is your life? So yeah, for his, are you currently wild shaped or are you just?
I'm back to
No,
normal.
you're
you're just
back to
normal. Yeah, so for his action, he's going to, looking ahead of him, the person in front of him who looks the least fucked up and would probably go out and fuck up the most shit is going to be Malachi. And he's going to cast Enlarge on Malachi.
All right. Yeah. You suddenly feel this tickling sensation at the base of your spine, and then you're propelled upward, and you are much larger.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that's it for him. He's not going to do anything else.
All right. Yeah.
Go forth, sir.
And that is actually going to bring us to Demetrius. You watch as so you and Badger just got through slicing through this one creature, this one tentacle, and then another one shoots up directly in front of it. Or actually, these two shoot up directly in front of it.
Right after he ran away from you.
Yeah.
I guess we'll do the same thing. Use Hail of Thorns on the number 4.
All right. Roll for your attack, and this one would affect.
This one will hit the other one.
Yeah. So they need to both make. Yeah. Go ahead and roll for your attack first.
6 plus 8. 14.
14 is going to hit. Yeah. Roll for damage on that one. And he's going to make a dex save.
3 plus 6. And then your D10. Oh.
Yeah, because that one failed, and the other one is going to save, so the other one takes half damage.
2.
So 10 total for 10 total damage on the 4.
Would his damage on that would have gone up by now, right?
Level
For longsword? Or for his
Hail of Thorns.
for Hail of
For-
Thorns.
yeah, for Hail of Thorns. Oh,
It
yeah.
would no longer just be a single D10.
How many D10s are you rolling?
It says
Just
1.
one. But that's because that was from when you were level 1
for
and you
Hail
got
of
the
Thorns.
spell. It would be like, I think 2 or 3 D10
A
now.
lot of spells scales.
Yeah, that way they're not fucking pointless.
Relevant, yeah.
Because right now I'm like, man, you roll a 2 and that spell just kind of sucks. You
Yeah,
just
yeah.
wasted your bonus action. You could have just took 3 swings at him
So,
for this.
and that's if you
Cast.
cast it at a higher level. So if you're casting it at first level, it's 1d10, but it's so if you cast it at second level, it'll be
2d10.
2d10,
then
and you
3d10.
currently have
Like, I think he's at the 3rd or 4th.
for 7th level.
I'm like,
Ranger.
Wizard's at 4th level, but I don't know what Ranger's
Yeah, and I think we've gone through
Yeah,
your spell
these-
slots. So
yeah, these have
what spell slots are you using up for that?
2.
Alright,
Your second. Okay, well, let's say for your first Hail of Thorns, you used up a first level spell slot.
And if you would like to this
If you
time.
would- if
you
you'd
can
like
use
to,
the
you can
second
expend
into
this.
2d10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah.
So
So roll one more d10.
2. Yeah. Roll. For fuck's sake, man, you need new dice. You
A one?
need to go to the store and you need to buy new fucking dice tomorrow.
Was that you said that was a 3 on that
Total
roll?
of 3.
Oh, 3 total. Okay, so it takes. All right.
Cool.
Give him the dice, the black dice, the
The middle ones?
The little small mini ones.
So he takes.
Oh,
Dice of
I
shame.
don't know where they are. I think they're in the.
That one takes.
Just hand them a different bag. Just hand them a bag. But that's it.
All right. Yeah, and that was your first attack, so you do still have your second attack as well.
Look at the dragon dice.
You get your second attack.
Yeah, you just have your second attack as well. That was your first attack and your bonus action.
21.
21 to hit. Yeah, you definitely hit that one.
8.
8 points of damage. All right. And that was your. Oh, you're spending. Well, that you've already used your bonus action for Hailstone, so that was your action and your bonus action to use that. But you watch as this one sort of like recoils a little bit and is trying to back away at the moment. Did a pretty decent bit of damage there. It's going to bring us to the end of Demetrius' turn. Malachi, you are now almost twice the
2
size.
feet tall. I'm George Nielsen.
As I ran up, throwing slashes, I said, "He's somewhere over there."
Yeah, he kind of points in the general
I
direction.
just pointed in this direction and said, "He's somewhere over
This
there."
general quadrant over here.
So, you had that knowledge to you.
You see that there is. There is a bit of a large puddle that has seemed to conglomerate around this area that is kind of bubbling a little bit.
Please avoid the flaming sphere, though.
Yeah, fuck it. Since I'm large. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna... Yeah. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna cast Produce Flame in my other hand.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to draw a short sword. And then if it surfaces, I'm gonna use a reaction to ready an attack if it shows itself.
Okay, so you're ready in action to attack.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And what
That's true.
what weapon are you wielding for your?
Yeah, the flame in one hand and short.
Yeah, the flame in one hand and
Which one?
weapon?
Which one you using reaction?
Are you? Well, because because for your
I would use my short sword.
your short sword. Okay, gotcha. Good to know. It's gonna end your turn.
Yeah, because I'm just using because it didn't
He's
line.
basically just readying everything.
Yeah. It's gonna be the elemental's turn. What's the elemental doing?
Super animal.
All right.
Number 4.
Roll for an attack.
Just like how it just like floats around like, "Sup, guys?"
What up, bruh? And that's a 17.
17 definitely hits.
Your
Roll for an attack.
blaze
Or
now,
roll for damage on that
fam.
one.
Just love the +6 to attack for it.
He's just rolling up and he's like, "Stay woke, guys."
Stay
Yeah.
woke, fam.
13.
Keep acting weird, man.
Oh god.
And that one is like
So,
sort of swells and boils,
No,
and you can
yeah.
watch the
Gentrifying
the
everything.
bog water from inside, almost like whenever you snap a like a stem, like a flower stem open, you can see a little bit of like the water that had traveled up and down. That's sort of what's going on right now, where these tentacles seem to have a lot of bog water kind of stored in, and it starts to boil and bubble until it
oh, so it's water?
it looks like it is sort of made
So-
of water, and there's steam as well.
Does it does it contact the fire element?
Do it.
Does it contact the fire element?
It's not it. So sorry, it's not made of water.
Okay.
It's not. Yeah, it's not a
Just
stem of
clarifying,
water. It's
please.
like it just seems to have water within it. It seems to boil. And, it's not enough to douse the elemental, but it does spray quite a bit of it on Demetrius. And yeah,
Alright,
it's
yeah.
another.
Is that a
Yeah.
so another one?
Yeah, that is another one.
Alright, it's just gonna use the rest of its movement to approach.
All right, good to know.
And that ends its turn.
It's turn. It's going to bring us back up to your turn, Morty. What are you doing?
Alright,
There is sort of this mass chaos going on as these things are shooting up out of nowhere, and you have no eyes on where the elk, the large fish-scaled, strangely antlered elk, has gone.
Alright, I'm just gonna use a bonus action and move with the flaming spear off to that one.
Okay.
And
Oop, and he's gonna also
Just eradicate
yeah.
in his entirety.
right.
Roman is just destroyed immediately.
Destroyed.
All right. There's a dex save for
Yes.
that's 20. So he
Yeah,
saves.
saves. The double 2d6, I believe. Yes. 9, so 4.
All right. All right. Yeah.
And with that, I'm just gonna pull another Q9 and just swipe at him.
And take a melee attack. Roll for your melee attack.
Two.
Yeah, you sort of go wide. You sort of like
Alright.
misjudge the.
18, 2.
You like sort of misjudge the length of your kunai, and you're like, yeah, it's a short sword, or it's, I could probably reach it out.
Just
and
getting at the
it
distance.
just doesn't even reach. That's going to be the end of your turn, unless you have any movement you'd like to use.
I'm just gonna stay put.
All right, and it's going to bring up to Badger's turn.
Trying to hold
Badger
firm.
watches this and directly
Jesus.
on him.
Christ. People so fucking pushy. 26.
That hits.
12 points of damage.
Okay.
Second attack. Natural 20.
All right.
11 points of damage.
Okay.
Third attack. Natural 20.
Yes!
Oh shit!
Give it to him!
All right.
It's like...
Badger's not fucking around in this one.
13.
Yeah. Catan.
Then he's gonna use his movement.
Yeah.
Because he has places to be, man.
And the katana cuts through the rain.
Obi-Wan fucking Kenobi.
Yeah, it's this is straight anime as you can
And
get.
yeah.
Like as he walks around it because it's still standing as he just goes.
And that was half movement as well. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's one more down, yeah.
All right. Yeah. Slices
He
through.
just walks around it as it
Yeah.
stands.
Beautiful. Now. It's the
No, I
creature's
needed
turn.
to robe like that for me.
So, creature does have his breath. He's gonna. He does not get his antler growth back,
Fuck yeah, boy.
but he is going to appear a little bit far out of your
Yeah,
melee range,
out of my
and
range.
I need
You would be
these
able
three
to yeet.
to
Yes.
make
Here we go
a
again,
dexterity
boys. Here we
save.
go again, boys.
He can yeet his produced flame though.
He didn't ready because he's actually asked
For your reaction for casting a spell, do you have Warcaster?
I don't know.
Then no, I can't.
Yeah,
that's
you
fine.
would be able to release your produced flame.
So yeah,
I do.
Dex
That's
boys.
why I was like,
Yeah, but I need the three of you to make dexterity saving throws for me.
God damn it.
Throws then. Let's throws.
Dexterity saving throw?
It's not good.
Natural 1.
It's a fail.
10.
10, you fail.
15?
Fail.
Oh,
That
we
is-
weren't passing that shit.
No, boys.
It was a pleasure serving with you all today.
He did like a seismic fissure in a straight line.
Yeah.
Take 27 points of acid damage
Fuck!
Oof.
as you are spread across in this other bath of pure, hot, steaming, acidic bog water that seems
We're
to
all
Yeah.
right there.
boil
Yeah.
your skin a little bit.
We got potions from Homeboy, though.
Yeah, I'm like, everybody physically in their inventory right now has a superior healing potion. 'Cause we all were gifted one.
Yes, you do. Everyone has a superior potion. Which, and just to reiterate, those are bonus actions.
Yes.
Yes.
Because
It's not a full action because that is really shitty.
I don't understand why.
And you just take cool.
Like, I can quaff a drink. I can take a shot, guys.
My chug game is really
Right,
strong
like-
right now.
Especially when it's life or fucking death.
If it's life or death, and I have to chug like an 8-ounce
Red Bull.
Red Bull.
Bet.
Bet.
Where
We're
to?
going it.
Red Bull, give me your fucking wings.
It's a fucking meeting right
Fucking
now.
weird monstrosity of a thing. But yeah, that's gonna be its. Yeah, that was its bonus action. Its action, but now its tentacles get to attack. So this one is just gonna. Yeah, it's really pissed off at the elemental. It's gonna make a swipe at the elemental. That's gonna be a 25 to hit.
Elemental has my stats, right?
No, the elemental has no
That's
stats.
yeah, that's,
I mean, that's gonna
wild
hit.
shape. Wild shape the one. Wild
That's
shape.
gonna hit.
Druids who are
Yeah.
summoning elementals, you have all these different stat blocks that
Yeah.
I
Oh
have
my god.
to keep straight.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that hits. Right?
And it's gonna hit the 25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't hear the
Not
number. I didn't hear the
yeah,
number.
it's not 25.
I
Max
heard a
damage.
5. I heard a 5 something. I was like, just give me this.
15 points of piercing damage against the elemental.
Doing way better than me.
You're like, the elemental's doing better than I am, guys.
And this one is actually going to come around and
I was in melee range of me.
do what?
I have my dagger out still. So
You do get an attack of opportunity. Oh, that was a jerk.
Oh my god, that was a trip.
That was
No,
ridiculous.
it's that plus Dex 12
Plus your
proficiency.
well, plus your if it's a melee attack, it's plus your unless it's finesse, which a kunai is. It's
dagger. So.
It will say you're yielding it as a. Well, it's a kunai. It's a little bit separate than a dagger.
Yes.
So they technically have
That's
their
your-
own.
that's your
Because
choice.
kunais would have the dart step, so you don't get your proficiency bonus on it, unfortunately.
So that's with Dex. What's that? Or you want to choose that?
It's a melee. Add your melee bonus, or sorry, your strength modifier.
Oh, so that's just straight 10.
Yeah. So it's not going to hit. It goes a little bit wide. You're still misjudging the distance
Yeah.
of the of the blade of your kunai.
You also got that cool dagger. So you're like,
Yeah, but
dagger's
I
longer.
pull out.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
the knife.
You're like, but the dagger's longer. You've been
I was
practicing
ready,
with that
I
one.
was ready to throw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that one is going to make a grapple attack against Badger. It's going to use its antler grapple attack. That's finally 16. Does that hit?
That does hit. He is grappled.
Finally. And then he takes
God.
minimum damage. 6 points of force damage. I did max damage and then minimum damage. But yeah, he's going to take 6 points of force damage as he is currently restrained, as this thing is currently wrapped around him. And then that is going to be the end of its turn. Roman, it's back up to you.
Cool.
Feeling once again this acidic bath pour over you. Your hair is matted to your face.
I'm having a rough time right now. I'm not looking very good right now. So I'm gonna pull out my superior healing potion
Go
and
for
with
it.
my bonus action drink that bad boy.
Yeah.
That's 4, 6, 8, 11. I'm at 4 right now. So. 15, 16 plus
I believe it's plus 10 for superior.
plus 10.
I'm fairly certain, but I want to double check that.
God, I hope so, because I really need that 10 hit points. That would really help me. Because I'm pretty fucked up, boys. Pretty fucked up.
Sorry, 8d4 plus 8.
Oh, so 2 more d4s. That puts me at 26 anyway, so
There you
it
go.
doesn't matter. Math!
What a turn of events.
Because I roll.
If you use that, you get double.
Yeah. Great. That's going to be a bonus action, but you do still have your action as well.
Okay. This is really, really, really bizarre. He's going to hold his sword out.
Okay.
He'll mutter under his breath. He'll cast Eldritch Blast at it.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll for attacks on both.
First wasn't that one. I moved it away from the dice to see if it still stayed sitting, and it did. Bastard. That was not going to be much better. It's 12.
12?
Nah.
Yeah. As you take your stuff, you're trying to like shoot around Malachi, and
You big
They just
bastard!
go a little bit far. It's going to be your action as well.
Yeah, that's good.
That's it. All right.
That's everything.
Any movement? All right. And Malachi, you are currently in rough terrain.
Okay. I do have mobile. Yeah, mobile.
Yeah.
So
All right. It's going to bring us to.
Like that. I imagine rough terrain for us versus rough terrain for a guy who's now 16 foot tall, and
That's true.
his feet are probably going.
Well, he's also much heavier, so
Yeah.
his feet are going
But I
about
imagine he's
twice.
got the strength to lift it up now.
Vladimir, it is Vladimir's turn.
Oh no! What does he want to do? He's out of spells. He's out of decent spells. I can still just.
That is Ray of Frost, I think.
He's ready for us. He's got Firebolt.
You still do some damage. I'm not gonna. Their support.
I still technically have 2 magic missiles. And one singular ring of fireball left. You know what? That's how he's gonna do it too. He'll just target the back half over here, so you don't have. I don't have. To
Yeah, easily enough. No, he's gonna fail his save.
Yes. He's gonna
Max
shoot that from a
damage on it.
distance, right over
For
Malachi, right beside Malachi.
6. I need 2 more.
2 more. 6.
Kind of, and it's like
Yeah, just like missing.
lobbing a softball over there. Softball full of
From downtown.
There's nothing but 3 here. 6, 12, 22, 27, 30, 4.
34. All right. Yeah.
That's all he's got.
You watch as the scales seem to ripple, and it's very strange. For a moment, they seem to kind of like ripple and inflect down the spine and down the back of the creature, as it is engulfed in flame. And you watch as the scales do this, they seem to put out the flame, and seems to kind of be. It, like takes a step back, and you hear the scuttle once more. And it's looking fairly angry at the moment.
With his action, he will cast Magic Missile.
At what level?
It'll be it's just base level, so
Okay.
it'll be just 3. 3, 8, 11.
11 points, alright.
He says, "It's high noon."
Alright. It's going to be the end of Vladimir's turn. Demetrius, it's your turn.
I'm gonna move to this guy. And yeah, I'll take him. Hail of Thorns.
Hail of Thorns, alright. Don't forget to mark off your spell slots for it as well.
Yeah.
And what level are you casting it at?
2.
2. Second level, alright.
2.
So roll for your
20.
attack.
Nat
20 hits?
Yes.
Nat 20?
Nat 20.
Shit, alright. So roll the damage dice on it.
It's 8.
No, that's 10. That's 13 on
'Cause it's-
just the arrow.
So double your. So what'd you roll on the die?
5.
5. So double that, because on a natural 20 it's almost a 10 plus your modifiers
13. And then
13, and then plus 2d10.
17.
17 points of damage. All right.
I don't think we have to.
Yeah. With your first strike, again, you watch as multiple kind of spectral swords seem to flare out and mirror your strike as they start peppering the sides of the antler stem. That's your first attack and your bonus action, but you do still have your other attack as well.
19.
19 hits. Roll for that as well.
8.
8 plus your modifiers.
That is.
Yeah.
Yep, that's actually enough. Yeah, with the second one, as you bring it around, it sort of
Yeah, we're gonna. It's time
Splats.
to tank and spank this fucker.
all right, and it's going to be the end of
Jesus,
Uh,
him has never.
Demetrius' turn. Malachi, it's going to be your turn. What would you like to do?
You're actually doing pretty good.
Yeah, we are.
It's legit.
I was going through options, sorry. I'm gonna mess them up is what I'm gonna do.
4% on my phone.
Alright, I'm gonna drop my
That's
short
nice.
sword
That's at 4.
Okay.
with my wand in
I
hand.
have like 5,
Um,
10 fucking pages open.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Go for it. And did you drop your short sword?
Yeah.
So it's on the ground right now?
Yeah, I dropped it.
Good to know.
So I'm gonna gain 9 hit points.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use my item interaction and draw another short sword. And that's gonna be my turn.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It is the elemental's turn now.
Alright, it's gonna full on this full movement and dash. So 1, 2,
I need help. And then I'm going
You have the same healing potion I just tried to get. It's a healing potion.
it's gonna stay there. This is all its movement. Dash,
So it is
dash,
yeah.
dash.
So it could get right here as this is occupying this or these. It's a 10 by 10 right there.
It would be
Yeah.
the same thing anyway. I think.
But it could elemental could
And that's its action and its movement.
yeah, so 1 second. Alright, yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna stay right there. All right. And it's gonna bring us to your turn, Morty. Yeah, it's your turn, Morty.
Hey, Morty.
Morty, it's your turn.
Go, Morty, go.
If I use my movement to touch it, it'll still take fire damage.
You what?
Not attack it. When I use the up
That's
armor,
still an action to
just touch it.
yeah just to
Occupy
touch
same.
it, yeah.
Okay. This is exactly.
Still be considered an attack, yeah.
Okay. Because they're saying like a touch and a melee attack's different here, so I want to clarify.
Yeah.
Alright. Excellent. So Morty, bonus action, superior healing potion.
All right. Roll 8d4 plus 8.
4.
Thank you.
No, I'm good. I'm gonna go on break here in a second. I'm gonna
What was it?
gorge myself.
8.
I understand.
8d8 plus 8.
8d8.
Yeah. So take your sorry 8d4.
I was gonna say like
8d4.
heard it's
plus
4
8.
early.
It's a lot of 8s in that.
I was like, man, I got fucked.
You got fucked real hard.
I need to roll
Yes.
8 more d4s. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Two plus what?
Plus 8.
Plus 8. Excellent. Solid. Excellent.
Engage.
Then like kind of like Gatorade when you feel a third
yeah.
switch. Yes. Then Moonbeam.
Moonbeam.
With the bottle still in the hand.
It's gonna save with a 21, I believe.
21.
That's right. Yeah, 21.
Con?
Con. Yeah.
Yeah, alright. So Moonbeam, yada yada
As soon as I
yada.
get close to it.
Which one is that? And I believe that is the 2d10. Yes, it is. And that's 12, so 6.
12, alright, 6 points of damage. Alright, yeah, you take another one. You were just pulling down these moonbeams, and
Yes.
it's looking, it's kind of buckling, like its legs are buckling a little bit. But you can see there is absolutely no change in its demeanor. Its elk-like face just it seems like it's made of stone.
And
But yeah.
alright, so that being said, yeah, I'm just gonna stay there for a minute.
Alright, it's going to bring us to Badger's turn. He is currently restrained by the tentacle in front of him.
Can he use his bonus action to try to break free? Or can he use his action?
It's going to be your action to break free. But it's a strength.
Strengths. He's good at strength, right? Like pretty sure if not he's a bluffing character. Drunk in a bad way.
20? Yeah. The dragonborn muscles hook out of it.
Wait, was that a save or just a check?
That was a save.
It was a save, yes.
Yeah. So that's
Oh shit.
Yeah. Bonus action. He gonna swing at that bad boy.
go for a 12 for an attack.
Wait, no. Snuck that. Bonus action.
It's not that.
It's not that. He's gonna action surge.
Right.
Now he's gonna beat the piss out of it.
Yeah.
Bet.
Tentacle. I try
This first one's gonna
try to
miss
molest
it.
him.
4? No, yeah.
Let's go. Well,
Or 4 plus stuff, but
4 plus stuff, but unless it's a
a-
plus 10,
if
it's
it's a
not
plus
gonna.
10, yeah.
Yeah, he's not Zarek, so.
Alright.
Natural 20 on the
Natural
second
20,
one.
roll for damage on that one.
So 18 plus 3, 21.
21, okay. Alright.
Second strike, or
So, yeah.
yeah. 15,
15 hits, roll for damage on that one.
6. He's not fucking with these vines today, man.
Because I like being touched.
Just,
Yeah, he's.
yeah, you
I don't think he's been drinking today, has he? He's hitting
No, he's
pretty
he's
on
not
point.
been drinking today.
Yeah,
Oh.
'cause we haven't got to town. We're out.
He's sober and he is fucking pissed.
He's
Yeah,
dry.
that's what I
He's
thought.
dry.
Real upset about
Makes
shit
a
right
lot
now.
of sense. He's just like, get the fuck
Give
out of the
me a-
road.
Give me a
I
fucking
want to fuck
ale.
with biscuits and drink some ale.
Yeah. Alright, it's going to be the end of his turn. Or is he using any of his movement as well to move over?
He'll move up next to Morty.
All right, so that's going to be 5, 10, 15.
It's going to be 30 feet because it's rough terrain.
Yeah,
So
Do what? Yeah.
perfect.
But yeah.
yeah, I'm like, so that's all of his movement.
Alright. It's Badger's turn. It is now the creature's turn. Creature is going to, first off, roll to see if it gets its breath attack back.
Please don't.
It does get its breath attack back.
Okay.
And it's also,
That's why I moved out of that line.
I tried, but it's like things in the way.
it also will summon.
I was worried more about the summons than I was the fucking.
Yeah, I was worried about the breath. I was worried about
Whatever.
summons.
We can heal up.
And then
Man, you got a friend back there, and he's real friendly with you. Oh God.
Yep.
Alright, that's going to be its bonus action. And
Last one.
you watch as it.
Good, you can come in and save us, sir.
I'm almost done.
You watch as it.
I'm traveling on the road.
Malachi. You see it.
Oh.
you are not close enough. You
Get
know.
an attack of opportunity.
Elemental.
But the elemental does get an attack of opportunity.
Immolate this motherfucker. Make him
Hell
burn
yeah.
for damage every turn.
Yes. Yep. Fuck. 10.
God damn it!
I know!
Since
The one bad roll attacks today.
because I know it's disappearing, but since I got produce flame on, it sheds bright light in like a 10-foot sphere. So like when it goes,
It is.
yeah.
But the elemental has
It
30
just-
feet
it
of illuminated light.
Melts
though.
into the earth.
Oh,
It
it
is,
melts into
it
the
is
earth?
currently going into the
Oh,
ground.
okay.
Okay.
And it
Burrowing spider.
Yeah.
Well, but spider for the figure, because yeah, and he
'Cause
watches
I'm
the water table sort of,
Hmm.
and it sort of like rolls. It's sort of like whenever there's like a water bubble in a golf course.
Hmm.
Have you ever
Yeah.
seen that?
Yeah.
It's
I know
like
exactly
that,
what
and
you're
it just
talking
sort of
Underneath the little turf. It just
Yeah.
goes.
Can I
Yeah.
see? Can I try and see where it goes?
make a perception check.
Does my produce flame help since it's shedding like a bright light?
It is currently very. It looks like it's very far under the ground.
Okay,
The eagle has a. I mean, the fire elemental has a passive of 10.
that's good. That's
Good
like a
time.
22.
22.
So we'll see it.
Yeah, you are able to see.
the elemental doesn't witness this, but but Malachi, you watch as it sort of
Okay.
moves about
30 or so feet to your best.
Oh, he's
to your
not
best
very happy with our friend who keeps fucking up his horns, is he?
That and the person who's moonbeam.
Not too
on
much.
too.
You get the general sense that he's moving towards Badger, or at least in Badger's direction, and that's going to be the end of its
I'm
turn.
like, because you gotta think he's
We've
summoned.
both been.
Roman, it is your turn.
I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. Do I see it because it's kind of
Going passing through his.
do I see it? Would I see it go past my field of vision?
You see the water table. Actually, make a perception check just to see, because it's still.
No, I don't see it.
Oh damn it!
Would you roll
It would be a 7.
a 7? No. Yeah. there is still a thick, heavy layer of fog covering the ground in the
Cool.
swamp, so
He
it's
had
a little bit
advantage.
difficult
He's
to
seen
see
it
the water
before.
table. You were the only person who was
Cool.
keen of eye enough to really see it move.
So
So you currently do not know where you do see it go down, but you don't know where it went.
for my, I'd like to just drop my longsword.
On the ground.
I'll put it away. You know what I mean. I'm not
Yeah.
donning my
I'm
longsword.
done with this.
Fuck this thing.
I do not need this sword anymore.
I'm going to use that thing's horns. No.
Yeah.
And he'll pull out his hand crossbow.
Yep.
He will activate the blood rite of fire. Yes.
I take too much damage and I pass
And
out.
I pull him while I'm going. I kill myself.
Yeah.
Literally happened in Critical Role. Like,
Yeah. No.
GG boys.
You sent me
Glorious.
that wiki page, right?
What page?
Of the guy.
What guy?
Guy.
Oh yeah, I did.
Well, then- ready my attack
Just gotta do one more thing.
for a reaction
You hold a reaction to
attack when it comes out.
Pops up. Okay, good to know. It's gonna be Vladimir's turn. He watches as this. May the Lord bless you and keep you. He watches another tentacle horn antler thing spring up right next to him.
Right next to him.
Yeah, it is currently
We
leaning over him.
got a problem because this bitch is close. This bitch just died. Okay, so
That's after
that
this.
means he is going to turn towards it. He will then use he has one bonus action cantrip, but I don't know what it is.
Who?
I believe he has Misty Step.
He has Misty
Yeah,
Step,
that's a wizardy thing.
Yeah.
and then he has so he's gonna bonus action Misty Step.
Where is he Misty Stepping?
He is going to Misty Step.
And he's about 15 feet up in the air as
Yeah.
well.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
Over to here.
Alright, and he's in rough terrain.
That's fine.
Alright, it's gonna be his action, it's gonna be his bonus action and his
Action.
Done.
His action is he will see the one that is engaged with Demetrius,
Yeah.
and he will cast Firebolt. Bolt.
It's go
It's a
for an
ranged spell
attack.
type. Natural 19, so.
Yeah, it's gonna hit it.
That's 2d10 because he's a wizard. That's a 9 and a 7. That's 16, my lord.
Alright. Yeah, he shoots off a firebolt and it
Bang!
seems to recoil a little bit, but it's still up.
Bang!
Yeah, we know exactly how he
Bangs.
Just in case
discharges his
in
firebolts.
case anybody who was watching wasn't
Yeah,
sure.
I wasn't sure.
I thought he would like control like the center of explosion with like his nads. Like he would just grab his
like when he was casting fireball, he's just like turning the
scrote.
scrote, rotating the left nut,
just
rotate the right nut.
It's just right.
God.
Blam.
Anyway, it's gonna be Vladimir's turn. Demetrius, it's back up to you. You watch as relentlessly, as quick as you are able to cut these things down, they are popping right back up as well.
Yeah, take a swing at it.
Roll for an attack.
Just find the bag and I'll get the charger.
27.
27 hits. Yeah. Roll for damage.
It should possibly my room.
5.
5 points of damage, and that's plus your modifiers.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Do it again.
Carve into it. Go for its second attack.
18.
18 hits as well.
8.
8. Yeah.
No, 9.
9, even better.
you watch as the firebolt, the firebolt from Vladimir sort of like backlights it, and very ably you're able to get 2 strikes off and dispatch it easily, and it is gone. That's going to be your attacks. You just have your bonus action and your movement if you like. All right, you're considered in.
Yeah, so it's half
rough
movement.
terrain. Yeah. Awesome. It's going to be the end of your turn.
Unless your favorite terrain is swamp. So.
Alright, I'm going to use my action to stow my wand and pick up the other short sword that I dropped.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet.
Okay.
And yeah, it's going to be my turn.
Holding anything or
Huh?
holding your action or no, it was your action to pick up.
Yeah, so I got
Yeah.
both short swords and a flame like lighting around me.
Yeah, you still have the flame spirit that's just kind of going around you.
Yeah.
It's straight out of an anime.
Yeah.
It's going to be your turn.
Yeah, it's going to be my turn.
All right, what's the elemental doing? The elemental does not know where, but
Yes, but he sees that.
Yeah.
So. 10. Excellent.
I love how it just floats through shit, just like. What up, guy?
I was gonna do melee attack.
so that was what's its flying speed? 50 feet. Okay, gotcha.
Damn.
Roll for an attack.
Elementals are OP, man.
Elementals
Oh,
are
yeah.
pretty good.
And that is
why
a
they pull the
21.
Shit out of
Oh
us.
yeah, that definitely hits.
That's why I took 4 of us gang banging one in a corner 2 weeks ago in a different campaign. While one of us shot a teammate.
7.
7 points of damage. All right. Comes over and it's immolated.
Yes, it's 30 feet. of dimming. Oh wait, no, the area, yeah, it's dim light.
All right, good to know. It's gonna be the end of the elemental's turn. Morty, back up to you. What are you doing?
Let's see. Go ahead, and just pissed off because he didn't get fucked up. I'm going to hit bonus action, wild shape, to a brown bear.
Okay. You still have your action as well.
And I'm just gonna poof, and just give out this giant bear roar. And hell yeah. And I'm gonna go ahead and just fuck it. I'm just gonna claw attack.
Claw attack? Yeah, go for it. Make your attack.
That's cocked.
That's cocked, yeah.
I gotta be
I'm
honest.
sorry.
I gotta be honest with that
I'm
one.
sorry, that was
And that's 13.
13. That does not hit.
Yeah,
I'm
like
sorry.
I was,
That
it was
was-
a slightly offset. I'm like, nope.
I shall repay your honesty further down the line.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's 13.
Yeah. Yeah, that goes wide. Just as you're coming out of your wild shape, you're still adjusting to your bare eyes, and you go the
First
wide.
time 4 minutes, so just
First time 4 minutes. We've all had those blues, you know.
yeah.
It's gonna bring us to Badger's
Try
turn.
boys.
Roll a perception check for Badger real quick.
Oh, wow. That's impressive. 18.
18? Yeah, so he does see the water table start to sort of like shift underneath the fog. So he has a general idea.
It's in this vicinity.
He sees it kind of approaching him.
So it's gone. It went past him over to here.
In that
More
general
where
vicinity.
the Malachi area is.
More in the Malachi region, yeah.
Cool. That's very cool. Yeah, he's gonna do a Badger thing because he wants this thing to die.
Mm-hmm.
He would like for it to do it in preferably the soonest possible way.
Wonderful.
So he's gonna move over to be.
He still has half movement.
He's just gonna move to there. He's
Okay.
just moving to be adjacent with him,
Okay.
and he's gonna hold his action for when Goatman appears. Elkman, whatever.
Elkman, yeah.
I'm gonna call him Goatman.
Stag man.
The stag.
And that does bring us to
The stag.
the elk creature's turn. He's going to a quick roll to see if he gets his. He does not get his asthma regrowth back.
They better toss a coin to you fucking Witcher for this shit, because this is a hard no.
It's going to
You watch as Malachi directly in front of you.
Soft
It's like
comment.
it's like coming out of a portal. You don't even see its legs moving at all. It just sort of rises. Absolutely no jostling to this creature at all. It is stoic. And you hear once again. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, and more to you as well.
Gosh. Even though the flaming spears that came over.
Yeah, it's going right through the flaming spear.
God damn it! You gotta say, it's like right here. It takes that block.
Yeah, and
So that's your call.
well,
Because so you've got
It's technically.
put up. You got 5.
I don't know if it has.
I don't think it would.
Even this, I still have cover.
Well,
It's
well,
five
well,
feet,
no, I'm not. I'm not worried about the spear. I'm worried about it hitting Badger.
Oh, okay.
I'll say Badger does not need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Just let me know.
10.
10, you fail.
So go ahead and roll.
Yeah, make a save for me.
Dex, so it's my stats. My bear stats. And that is a 10.
10?
Out of 10.
That is a
10 all
fail.
days.
Yeah, I guess the same I got.
They say like that last roll when you're going against this deck save.
Take 25 points of acid damage.
Unconscious.
Damn it.
As this wall of bog water splashes over you. Malachi, I think this is the third time. Actually, I think this is the third time for both of
Yes.
you. And you are utterly drenched, but this time is one too many, and you fall down
Bong water.
unconscious. You watch as Malachi falls down, and it's about like
Just high molten bong water.
there's almost a danger of drowning. Like you can drown in 1 inch of water. Luckily, you're facing up enough to the point where your nose and your mouth aren't underwater.
Nice.
But
That would be shitty.
it's if you were to be rolled over, you would have a danger of drowning as well.
Nice.
Actually,
He's enlarging though.
you know what? Roll a d20 for me.
Nice.
On evens,
You look at it this way. You can hold your breath for over a minute.
Right.
So.
and on odds, you are face down.
Even.
Even, you are face up.
Cool.
Alright.
You still had a minute, so you were good anyway.
Yeah.
But that's going to be its action and its bonus action, and it used half its movement. It's going to use
The remaining 15 feet, and it's going to.
Yeah, it's its own terrain, so I guess it's.
Oh wait,
movement.
yeah.
It's on terrain, so I guess it's on movement.
Badger's gonna take his attacks.
Yeah, 10 feet.
he's entering. Go ahead, and make your attack of opportunity.
No, this was his held action.
Yeah,
because he was
Actually,
holding
yeah.
his action
Yeah,
for
sorry,
it
yeah.
to come in. So this will be.
I completely
I'm like, and I still have 2 action surges, buddy.
Ooh, it just fucked up.
It's him.
I want a goddamn
And it's
drink.
a reaction, so you
buddy.
don't get to use your
I
action
know.
surge. But
But I still get to make my attack.
yeah,
extra
you
attack,
still
so.
get to get your
For future reference, he's
I
still
get my
got
2
his-
attacks. I'm still gonna
still
fuck him up.
angry.
I'm still angry. I still haven't got my kill. My dire Dr. Kill.
21.
That hits. Roll for damage.
Hits. 5.
5. And I believe because Roman is also holding his action for going into here, so you do get your attack. So
That's going to be a 23.
that hits. Roll for damage.
9 piercing damage, and then 10 fire damage.
10. How do you want to do this?
Nice.
Yes. So is it? Wait, I would have shot it as soon as it came up.
True.
When it came out.
It's enough that you had
Yeah,
to.
yeah,
You
it
had
was
to
still
get-
all within a split second, so he still would have probably
Yeah,
gotten attacked.
yeah.
And yeah, just it sees him go down, and so far you're like the only person that's actually been friendly with Roman. I mean, everybody's been friendly with Roman, but you're the only person that's like stopped and like you've helped him work on stuff. He's very upset that you're currently in your position.
I believe I'm
And he
done with
just-
my sheet.
Fires blindly at it, and it happens to right through the neck. area
Yeah.
right here. Just
You hear,
Nice.
and it just sort of, it doesn't necessarily fall over, it just sort of melts into the ground. It doesn't, its body doesn't disappear.
okay, thank God. I'm like, no, you're letting me loot this fucker.
But they just sort of like cushion to the ground, and you watch as the antlers, all the remaining antlers,
Well, really, it's these two only.
Nice.
All the remaining antlers.
All two of them.
It reminds
Morty,
me.
you look over to
Yeah,
the side and you see
it's
this antler
the
sort of,
Yeah, it's every time.
because it sort of
Shit.
Same thing.
retracts into the ground, and you
many
see as
times
the
this
rest of the
happened.
antlers
Yeah.
recede and come to a rest
That's just part of it.
above the head of the
Excellent.
elk creature.
This man is
Yeah. So yeah. I
run
just
up.
discount.
Yeah.
Go with fire elemental and go ahead and just do cure wounds on Malachi.
All right.
I still hefty judge and be like, oh.
Yeah, he's still fucking big.
All right. So go ahead and roll for your cure wounds on him.
That's great.
And
Fucking
yeah,
that again. It's
you
great.
defeated
You know what cure wounds is? Off the
Yeah.
top of your head.
the creature.
Do I roll or you roll? You roll.
Uh,
I know I'm about to say do
he
you roll off the
rolls.
top of it.
Am I still enlarged?
You are still enlarged.
I'm gonna grab like the creature and I'm gonna pull it out of the water so like y'all can get a good look at it.
Okay. You just drag it on. Go ahead and make an athletics check for me.
What the hell is it? I'm doing that.
But not that
I'm doing that at second level, by the way, too.
Okay. Yeah, you're pretty easily. You're able to
Just
drag
because,
it
like,
on.
Malachi is kind of like the leader, kind of.
Good to know. And for the first moment, you're able to really get a sense for what this creature is. It's roughly, it's a bit larger than a normal horse or elk type creature that you would have seen. It does have sort of like a silvery green shroud of scales that cover its body from its neck down. It is covered in these silvery green scales that sort of they're still rippling a little bit, and they're reflecting the light off of the cart and off of your different magical essences, casting a bit of a rainbow across some of the fog around it. You do see its face is an elk at first, and then you see its eyes sort of glow a strange yellowish.
Oh no, you're good.
Okay.
Let you finish.
A strange yellowish energy. And then, of course, its horns, which you are all too familiar with, are, at this point, seemingly regular elk antlers. The road is quiet. The fog permeates the surrounding area. The din of battle dies down. And you just hear a soft sloshing of water from around the swampland beside you. The noises of distant creatures croaking, squawking, other things of the like are still present.
Examine the party and go ahead and seeing things fucked up and go ahead and just cure wounds. Basic level, Roman, and
Right.
just 2 slots.
Go ahead and look for those.
I feel like we should take something from his body.
7.
7?
Oh, well, you mean like we should see if there's anything of use here.
Anything of use. People in the swamp, Kin Swamp for instance, tend to pay people for taking care of nuisances.
Mhm.
This is any reason for maybe why they weren't getting supplies as regularly.
Yeah, we definitely make the road safer. Because this fucker was a bitch.
If it would have destroyed my cart, I would have cried.
That was a very close
Speaking
call.
of the cart, your horse.
It's fine. Bessie will be back. Or we'll buy a new one.
Your cart's still sitting in the middle of the road.
Oh, that's fine.
Do you have spare straps?
Yes, I have plenty of leather and whatnot. We can fashion straps, but
You're still sitting in the middle of the road.
yeah, no, we need to get the fuck out of here.
Alright. You watch. Make a perception check for me real quick.
Who?
And anyone at the front of the cart.
Oh, yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah, I wish I was better. 13.
13.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody who's in front of the cart.
So yeah,
10.
everyone at the front of the cart make a perception check.
16.
16 will for Badger as well.
Badger's the only one.
Badger's 17.
17, and you said 16.
Still
Yes.
So
comfortable with Jolly.
the two of you, you don't see it at first, but there seems to be some sort of larger figure that seems to be approaching from the east, which to you,
From the way from Kinswamp?
looks like it's from the road, from the direction that the horse ran off. You see a figure that seems to be looming through the fog. There's still a veil of fog that you aren't able to proceed to look into, but you do see there is a figure that is
Jeez,
approaching
guys,
you.
we have more company. This cart fairly big.
Literally just cocked my crossbow again.
Yeah, it's walking slowly.
I just pull out my short dagger. So
Who are you?
100 feet, 80 feet,
So once it gets 40 feet,
60,
because
Hail! Stop!
40.
40 we should be able to see it now. 'cause
And,
I have the plane. Not all the way, but
You see what appears to be
appears.
a
Wait.
horse.
Nice.
And Josh, if you're ready,
If you're ready, mate.
if you want to describe your character,
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
you were walking along the road outside of Kinswamp when all of a sudden you saw this horse running towards you.
Mm-hmm.
Bits of strapping and wood splintered off from what looks like the front of a cart, still attached to its sprinting body. The horse seems to be manicked, but you were able to calm it down.
Mm-hmm.
And your best intuition is that this horse came from further along the road, and you decided that you were going to bring the horse back to its owner.
Hopefully, whoever was
Hopefully
maybe alive.
to whoever the horse belonged to. So you started walking for about 20 minutes or so. Or it was probably closer to about 10 minutes or so. And you started hearing the din of battle. And you waited until the noise quieted down. And once it did, you decided to continue forward.
Mm-hmm.
And suddenly you see before you a strange scene of what appears to be a large, almost 20-foot tall carriage, multi-tiered.
It's a carriage house?
It's a carriage house, please. It's very kitschy looking on the outside of it, small windows scattered about. You see a small smattering of a half dozen or so figures, different in sizes and colors. And you see a very large creature that... Make a nature check for me real quick.
Okay.
Yes. First actual character roll.
0 or no, 10.
10? Actually, yeah. No, that was actually enough for a character of your background who has spent a little bit of time in the swamp. You've heard tale of a creature known as the... We'll check how it's actually pronounced.
This creature that I made, I do not remember what I named it.
Well, the pronunciation...
Is this how God feels?
Yeah.
You know, the thing with the duck bill and this, like, the duck? No, you know, it's got fur too.
It's got fur as well. It's got the scales and the thingies, and it's got the thingies up there and
With the tail.
But you've heard tale of creatures in the swamp who are a sort of cross between other species. You recognize it as a Payuk, an elk serpent creature who was able to use their antlers as an extension of their body. You see one.
Right.
You see one currently dead on the ground in front of these figures, and as you're pulling the horse along, you see these folk. What would you like to do?
I'll approach them and offer the horse. I believe this is yours.
Bessie!
Just
Oh God, I missed you.
The horse problem.
Am I still enlarged?
You are still enlarged.
I'm gonna point like my sword down to him, like as a giant, and like, and who are you?
I'm Masaccio.
I'm sorry. What was that? I didn't catch that.
Masaccio.
How do you spell that?
Masaccio.
Like I'm like thinking like the tortoise. Like it's just how it's okay. Oh, that's nice to meet you. Tell us, are you native to these swamps?
Not to these swamps, no.
Well, have you lived here long, or are you just passing through?
I'm searching for my master.
Your master, you say?
Yes. Loshegia is his nickname.
I'm gonna lower my sword and be like, what do y'all think?
Don't know that name.
Make a history check. Or make a religion check.
And that's the where.
Better. 22.
You actually have not
Damn.
heard of this. This is you get the sense that this is like you've heard. It's not so much that it's more of an insight for you that you recognize this as a name of power. Other than that,
No idea.
not a very common name.
Well, thank you for my horse, sir. And he just pulls out like money.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Do you want money?
I'll take it.
How
Certainly.
much?
Or whatever you're offering.
Just like pulls out fucking like 300 gold and just like drops it and is like, is that enough?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Cool.
I'm going to like nudge Roman like under my breath, like as he hands him, like as he about to hand him the gold. I'm like, a new horse would cost this less.
It's about being nice.
I guess we are in the middle of this.
We're in the middle of fucking nowhere.
And like I'm still a giant, so like I lean way down to like.
We're still in the middle of a swamp.
Fun's over.
And what brings you to these parts?
I'm gonna speak of animals and kind of like just tell the horse to come to us. The car.
Make an animal handling check. With advantage.
Yeah, because he's to speak with animals.
Yeah, you've got.
Then again, it's a horse. It's dumb as a
Oh wait,
horse.
you're a bear. Not with advantage. Sorry. I thought you were still a horse. But
No, I'm like back to normal. I use key words and everything.
Okay,
Like I put the flame spear away. Everything's
sure.
back normal.
Go ahead and make a. Did you make an animal handling check for me?
Yeah.
Nice.
24.
Yeah.
That's good.
You are able to very, very definitely. You're able to lead the horse. You're able to lead Bessie back
Bessie.
around. It's
Yeah.
Ken. Back around. And
Speaking of the horse too. so
It'll
it's
be
like-
Bessie until we're hungry and we kill her for food.
in which case, but yeah, you're able to get a lead on her, and she's back under.
Morty, just
Your
just
control.
watch her for a few moments. I'm going to go into the shop. I'll be back in a moment.
She ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, back into your shop.
Oh yeah. First thing I do is make a fucking harness. Like a harness for the horse.
It's gonna Are you building one from scratch?
Well, I have like leather. I haven't assembled anything. It would just be.
Okay.
It's like a basic, so we could just hook the horse to the cart and get us to town to actually purchase like horse and tack and
Okay.
everything.
Make an intelligence check for me.
intelligence. Let's do shitty, boys. Hey, we did. That's 11.
11. All right, it's gonna take you about 30 to 35, or sorry, 30 minutes to about 45 minutes to.
We're not going
Do touch-
anywhere anyways,
Oh, I
boys.
gotcha.
So,
Anyways,
So yeah, it's gonna take you a little bit of time to assemble everything, and it'll probably take you closer to an hour actually to get everything assembled and attached.
yeah.
But you were able to take a short rest in this time.
Fucking
Uh,
push it instead of pull it, but
You would not take a short rest, as you.
Oh, that's fine.
you
I'm not-
actively-
that's fine.
Yeah, but everyone else,
good.
unless you're planning on doing something, you do
Well,
have an hour to take a
Are
short
y'all
rest.
sure about me yet? You know, as far as insight or
yeah, like
oh, see, you have to understand. You're currently standing with a group of people who have at least 5 of the people here have killed a dragon, The 6 of us just killed a Fey Lord. We're not really worried about the Turtle Man.
The turtle.
Yeah, so
Ooh,
Roman
so
Is someone who is from the same island as you.
Turtles do not like being called turtles.
Someone from the
Okay,
same
so
island
I'm
as you.
instantly because I'm
You're
already
fine.
angry.
Yeah, I'm not even outside. I'm inside.
Yeah,
He's
We're not
making
even
stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
so like
crafting inside
he's
my
making-
Morty's
I'm inside
preoccupied
my
and
house.
Roman's preoccupied at the moment, so the press
Just
is
Malachi is going to
So actually,
the dead monster to like move.
Oh yes, no, you
Yeah.
take
You're gonna loot.
Yeah.
Um, Are you attempting to collect natural material, or are you just sort of investigating?
Natural material.
Make a medicine check for me.
Listen, boy. 13.
13. Okay.
Get deflected 10 types of poison.
you stab.
You collect 2 of the scales.
Nice.
It's you get the sense that you've never seen this creature before. And it takes you about as you're trying to collect the scales of the sort of fish-like scales off of the creature. As you're pulling them off, a lot of them break off.
Mhm.
You haven't quite figured out a great way to extract these. You get 2 out of about 30 or so, and after that you're like it's not quite worth it. But you get 2.
What's the name of this creature again?
I've got it. I've got it right here.
Payuk.
Hold on.
It's spelled
Payuk.
P-A-Y. Or sorry, P-A-I-Y-U-K. Payuk.
Okay.
But yeah, like 2 of those. The horns, the others. You give a thought to trying to collect some of those, but you get the sense that it is going to be that is going to be difficult, and you are a little bit intimidated by by their capabilities.
I'm gonna say to everyone else is like, if there's anything else anyone wants off of this, I encourage you. But
I'll do a check real quick. Am I free to do so?
Make a medicine check.
I'm gonna look at him and be like, because he's gonna approach and be like, well, I mean, since you did save our bacon, I guess it's okay if you inspect our bounty.
Okay.
This
Mrs. Medicine.
Yeah, medicine
The
check.
thief in me would stab him.
The druidic ways of like kind of taking
like
root, and you're
balance.
like, I guess I might not.
Temperance.
You're taking 3. 3 of them. Three Payuk
Oh, okay.
scales.
Well, I see you had the same look I did.
Yeah. Yeah. It's you have a little bit of a better sense, but it's still a fairly tough height for the creature to extract the scales. But you are a little bit more familiar with the. You haven't really seen many Payuks. You've only heard of them. From your time in Kin Swamp, you've heard several tales of people going out. You're not quite sure as to whether or not there are more of them. You've only ever heard them attacking in groups of 1. And they usually attack single caravans, where they know that they can ambush their prey. But
This poor bastard attacked the whole house.
We being kind of interested in this environment because we haven't really traveled through a swamp before. Unfortunately, having to wake up in the bog swamp water kind of increased Malachi's curiosity. So I'm gonna take some of the water in my palm and just kind of smell it, see if there's anything peculiar about it or anything.
make a nature check.
Nice.
Attempt to glean aspects of the nature around you. Look at all your stats.
I know, right?
Look them up.
Look it up right now. It says 20, but not nat 20.
20. Okay. And are you looking around the water specifically next to the Payuk?
I guess
or-
I want to see if I can see if there's any sort of resource in the water by looking at it. Is this is there minerals potentially in this?
Distinguished
Is this
properties.
just slosh water?
You do get a sense that there are likely very unique there's unique bacteria in the water
Mm-hmm.
that is local to, and this is your best guess. Even though you don't get to glean everything from just kind of sniffing the bog water. You haven't necessarily
Gotta
conducted
taste
any,
it too. You
yeah,
got to drink the bong
yeah.
water.
Even still, you're not necessarily conducting any sort of experiments on it to glean.
Okay.
But your best
Take
guess
a
is that
swig.
there's bacteria in this swamp, specifically in the Mudlark Valley, that you wouldn't find in any other places. There are other swamplands throughout Polis, not so much on Western Polis, but Eastern Polis. There's definitely quite a few spots of swampy marshland, but this looks distinct from others that you've encountered.
My curiosity is piqued. I'm gonna take out 2 glass bottles. I'm gonna take out an ordinary dagger because I'm gonna improvise. I'm gonna start digging up dirt off the bottom of the swamp bed, and I'm gonna start collecting it into these glass bottles.
Okay. So you get 2 bottles of Mudlark swamp soil.
Okay. And after I collect it, I'm gonna spend a good amount of time shaking these vigorously, trying to kind of solidify the content in it. After the water settles, I'm
No,
gonna
it
kind of
settles and
Oh, yeah.
it settles in layers.
Yeah.
Heaviest on
I've been
bottom.
watching
Yeah.
Primitive too.
All right. So in this brief examination period, make an investigation check.
Nice.
Nice.
17.
17? Okay. So as you are shaking vigorously, you see that as they begin to kind of dissipate from each other and settle, you do see that the water itself, the liquid, as you're able to kind of hold it up to the light and really see through it, it definitely has a very distinct turquoise color to it, which is a little weird. Usually in some of the other swamps that are dotted throughout, it's specifically like a greenish hue as opposed to having a bit of a blue in there as well. This is distinctly turquoise. And then the sediment itself, as it settles, is mostly just dirt, and it's dark brown, moisturized color. But then there's also flecks of what appear to be these grayish. They're not quite rocks. They look like glitter, sort of, that have settled. And you also see, kind of swirled in there, this deep black Icarus sort of blood-like substance. And you gather that is actually the blood that has seeped into the table from the Payuk that is corrupting and is in the bottles that you've collected.
Does any of the sediment that settled to the bottom seem like it has sand-like texture?
Yeah, it's kind of the midway between glitter and sand.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take the only other empty bottle that I have. I'm gonna pour out the watery substance and kind of leave the sediment that I have at the bottom of the jars.
Yep.
And then I'm just gonna combine what I have in both of the jars.
Okay, so you have 1 jar of Mudlark sediment.
Yeah, and then just one just filled with that boggy water substance.
Okay. So you have the sediment and then you have the bog water.
Nice.
I didn't get a chance to
I'm doing
describe
some
my
mad
appearance.
science shit over here, boys.
Because I would say my appearance is probably 6'5", kind of 600 pounds, big stocky turtle. I'm a razorback, so I've got a very sharp shell.
Oh yeah.
And if anything hits me, you better watch out.
Watch out.
But yeah, I'm a bit aggressive, kind of standoffish. Not very happy with I'm very irritable, but I'm also not hard to get along with if you're on my good side.
You're like a grumpy grandfather turtle.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend the rest of my time just observing our surroundings, seeing if I see any nearby
But
wildlife or anything.
Sure. Make a perception check for me. Is there anything anyone else would like to do?
I'm
for the-
somewhat stressful. I'm willing to engage though with everyone.
12.
Okay, good to know. Is there anything else anyone would like to do?
I was gonna, talk to everyone and say what brings you to these parts.
Finish my thing yet? I'll finish it. Or
Um,
is this what that's what I'm doing? While this is all going?
Yeah.
So I'm just in my car.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you,
Oh, sorry,
okay.
12.
So okay. Yeah. As you're looking around, The fog is a little bit has rolled in now and it's settled, and you're still a little bit weary and exhausted from the fight, and you don't really see anything. It looks like your best guess is a lot of the sounds of battle have scared off potential predators and or prey, so you don't see too much around.
Yeah, that's me.
I guess since you spoke to me first, I'll approach you. What brings you here?
So, like, as you approach me, I'm kind of just like observing like the glass jars, like material that I just collected. It's like, well, we're actually on a very important mission. We've been trying to contact someone for quite some time. So our journey brings us through here. Unfortunately, we were attacked while trekking through the swamp, and fortunately, you came to our aid. So, kind of got us out of a jam there.
I don't like going out of my way, but I can't help but assist when I see a creature in need.
Well, if there was anyone that you could help in need, I'm glad it was us.
So which way are you going?
Well, we're heading south.
Currently, the goal was to get to the skits.
That's the way I came, right?
You
Run the way you just came from.
yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Well, if you'd like, I can help escort you
Well,
the way you're going. If you can help me find information.
what information do you seek?
Well, my master, surrounding forces that are separating us.
Well, I'm sure we're glad to accompany you. Have you traveled with others before?
A lizard.
Hmm?
You mean the Dragonborn, or?
I'm just saying. I'm asking you if you've traveled in a group with other people before.
Oh, in a group?
Yeah.
No. Well, I was trained in a group, but no, not traveled.
Well, life as an adventurer on the road can be quite difficult, as you can plainly see. And we all try to support one another, take care of one another, and we share in our profits. Right now we are in a previous engagement. I'm not sure how the party would feel, but I could certainly see them being very accepting.
Well, I can certainly speak for myself on my ability to take care of my own interest and make sure mine doesn't get in the way of everyone else.
Now, I've recently embarked upon a tradition that I am vastly unfamiliar with, and just changed the ways I have approached things and understood things. Normally, I would never let anyone near anything close to value of mine, but I'd be willing to share some of my wealth if you accompany us. I'm not sure how others feel. I have the hardest inclination of fighting you right now, but I put that past behind me.
Well, I do not mind
Such
sharing.
an ass.
I'm just like, nobody touches my gold! But that's in the past. That's in the past.
That's who I used to be. That's who I used to be.
Yeah.
I think whatever we find that goes most suited to
Yes.
whoever could use it would be best.
Well-
I have no qualms about that.
It is not mine to share to begin with, so I guess it is not my worry or concern.
I believe we will have no problems then.
Back door loudly kicks open.
Here comes.
I'm dirty as fuck.
Okay.
For no logical reason. Because I literally just stapled together about 4 pieces of leather. Doesn't make any sense.
There's like scraps of like
Like
shit,
metal.
I messed
like
up, I messed
you
up,
see
I'm
black
sorry,
powder on my hands. You're just like,
there's like some mysterious like green liquid that's like kind of like pouring from your face.
Just plasma randomly.
yeah, like I look like Rick Sanchez who just ran into his fucking thing and came back out, and it's just like,
Yeah.
were you even fucking doing anything?
No.
But yeah, I just come out of like, oh, you've seen a turtle in God.
Oh yeah.
I was a
I have
kid.
a black like bandana over my eyes too.
That's creepy.
I mean, it's got the eye holes cut out, but that's
That's even creepier. It's like if you tried to be a robber but wasn't very good at it.
Nah.
Right.
Because I can still see your face, you know?
Like anyone can identify me from the next one.
Make a perception check for me real quick.
11.
For a moment, your vision goes blurry for a second. You swear you see two turtles, and you have to shake yourself.
Cool.
You just
It's been a rough day.
a little bit of a rough day. You swear you see two of them.
Is he that
but,
messed up all the time?
Then your vision kind of slips
And now I have
back
a
into
charisma
one.
of 6. I am the most socially awkward person you're ever going to meet. Hence the reason I needed 300 gold at you for a horse that's maybe worth 5.
Like out of character, Malik. It's like not personal. I have to keep into account like I'm responsible for like everyone if like someone's gonna be mad at the fact that like someone just joined. And it's
Like Zarek comes back and he's like, who in the hell is this person?
yeah. It's like it's
the monks that replaced you.
it's like not even how he feels about cutting you. It's like how is everyone else gonna feel if we cut you in now? You know what I'm saying? So it's not even personal.
Alright, so yeah, you watch as Roman comes out and he has a passable harness for the horse, Bessie. Looks like it'll do.
Someone hooked this on.
Oh, so
My head's fuzzy.
Oh, good. Dude, help that. Somebody by-sided.
So the both of you make intelligence checks for me.
See if you can figure out how to work my fucking harness that doesn't make any sense.
20, but not nat 20.
15.
15, yeah. Between the both of you and with the guidance of Roman as well, instructing you on trying to put together...
No, pull it.
Yeah, it takes about 10, 15,
Like this?
20 minutes.
No, the other
and
way.
then
Oh,
I
okay.
feel like you get a fairly decent, workable, usable harness for Bessie, and you connect Bessie once again to the cart.
Let's see. Too tight?
Oh,
Is this right?
God.
Okay.
I just want to go to town.
I just want to get out the swamp.
Is there any how would I say this? Is there any like I know he just made a harness and we just connected Bessie, but is there anything like residual damage left?
There's plenty of it.
It's
very
fucked.
obvious where the shattered bits of wood and rope and leather are, and where the piecemeal, workable replacement starts. It's very apparent.
I'm gonna like observe like the material and like the texture of it, and I'm gonna stare at like deep in thought for a moment. I'm gonna take out my wand, and I'm gonna make the symbol of like a tear, and I'm gonna wave it over it, and like very slowly, like it's gonna start mending like one of the obvious pieces back together.
Okay. Yeah. You watch as one of the leather straps suddenly
Nice.
forms back into one.
Oh, thank you. I was about to spend so much money on this damn thing again.
I was watching the half orcs in the village we were just at, and I was so enthralled. I was wondering if I could do such a thing myself. So it was good practice for me.
We will most likely break it again, sir, so don't worry about that. Turtle Man!
Yes.
Thank you. Do you want to come?
I shall journey along with you, yes.
Dope! Ah! And then Roman falls asleep. Just
On the ground.
Well, he's still...
Roll a
he's still
d20 for
Oh, gee.
even.
Evens, face up, so you're not in
I
danger of
fell
drowning.
backwards.
Yeah, you watch as Roman.
He's
sort
spent.
He's still in the car. He's in the doorway.
of, no, he's on the ground. He came out and he's working along.
Yeah, I was standing next to y'all.
the harness with
Get
you,
the thing. I just
and he's fell down there.
do with me what you will. Just pass the fuck out.
I'm
He's just done.
obviously gonna pull him like into the interior of the cart.
Sure. Yeah. As you look into the interior of the cart, there's rough workspace, and then there's maybe about 10 feet up. There looks like a loft bed of sorts.
So yeah, I'll put him in the loft bed.
Are you doing it by yourself?
Yeah.
I'm assisting because I already helped out horses in place.
Yeah.
So if you're doing it by yourself, it's gonna make it interesting. But
Yeah.
both of you, with
That'd have been
this-
fun.
Yeah.
Drop him on
You're,
the
it's
Donk.
Yeah. You like
Suddenly become slightly
roll
dumber.
2d6.
Things.
I do make things.
You're able to sort. It's a little
Big
bit
clinky thing.
weird and awkward because it's such a cramped space inside the cart, but you are able to get him up into the loft bed and tuck him in.
Looking around, it would be pretty spacious if there wasn't an ass ton of shit
There is so much
everywhere.
just
Like
garbage.
papers, unopened things.
So I'm just gonna
Just thieves' tools. Like 6 sets of thieves' tools, all stacked on top of each other. In the corner.
filthy.
So let's get a marching order for who is where on the cart.
After
First off,
putting,
who's holding the actual main?
After-
These are out.
yeah,
I mean,
like after putting
Being
Roman
invited on
to,
the cart.
after putting
You're at the very top.
Yeah.
All right.
after putting Roman in his bed, I'm gonna look at Morty and be like, "Well, you seem rather fairly good with animals. Would you mind taking up Roman's position?"
Sure, I don't mind.
I mean, I don't mind assisting you at all. I was assisting Roman. So.
Word.
Word.
You go in and the two of you are sitting at the.
You are helming.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Badger is going to. Where
He's gonna come back inside.
Vladimir is probably going to be up there.
Yeah.
He's going to come back inside.
And where would you like to go?
Is there room for me?
There's enough room on this cart for 7 people total.
There's barely just enough room for your large turtle frame.
Yeah. I wanna
Actually, of
stab
where
anyone with my
he would be
back.
on the top.
I'll go on
You would
top.
have to be on the top.
So I don't stab anyone
well-
with my back.
I feel like there's enough room for Vladimir. Even though he's tall, he can hunch over and he can be
Here,
in there with
as
Badger
I
as
get
well.
up,
What was the
But-
color shell? That's
Huh.
not a
You
dark
you were
tan.
definitely up top.
The
with-
shell.
with
Actual shell.
Demetrius.
Like what's the color? Like
It's cramped in there for
Probably dark
certain.
green.
I'm not on my floor. Fine.
Not on yours. You have a
Yeah.
little bit of a cozy.
Just like,
Yeah.
this is so nice.
It is like a little cozy nook in an RV, and you start making your way along the road. So, I need Morty, Malachi, and remind me your name.
Oh. I felt like my name's too complicated, so I'll just leave that name to my master. I'll go by Dante instead.
Dante. Okay. I need
Because Derek told me that might be a good one, and I tried another one, said it out loud, and I'm like, it doesn't sound very
You know what? It's gotta be. It could be a middle name.
Mm-hmm.
Or like
Well, it fits
my
more-
middle name's Dante.
I'm gonna
so
use
please call me Dante.
I'm gonna use that name for my master because I did say that was his nickname.
Okay.
So his name is Masashio. My name's Dante.
Okay. And we'll be able to talk about all that as well.
Mhm.
I need Malachi, Morty,
My
Dante, and Demetrius to make perception checks for me.
gotcha. 15.
15,
13.
13,
12.
12,
Titty balls.
9.
9. Who had 15?
I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Demetrius, as the two of you start letting Bessie lead you along the road eastward to Kinswamp, the pair of you are deep in conversation and focused on the road around you, keeping your eyes peeled for any more Paiutes or other creatures. Demetrius, you as well, you are scanning the distance and you're trying to keep your eyes peeled for any more creatures, any more antlers.
By the way, is this day or nighttime?
It's
Trying to push
mid-afternoon,
night.
but you're currently in a swamp where there's not a lot of
Pretty thick
Sun
fog.
is-
it's fairly thick fog, so there's not a
That
lot.
works in my favor.
Tall canopies.
You're the only one who notices
Mhm.
Dante overhead, whereas Demetrius, you are looking on the ground for anything to pop up out of the ground. Dante, your head's in the clouds a little bit as you let your gaze drift up,
Mhm.
and you see flying off. It starts off in the south. You see it flying overhead. It's directly above you,
Oh.
and then flying northward.
Oh.
Seemingly not paying any attention to you.
Mm-hmm.
A gargantuan wingspan
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Flying overhead, it is just a shadow.
This sounds like something scary.
And he watches it flies northward until it is no longer visible. Through the thick veil of fog. And that's where we're going to end it for tonight.
Okay.
That if there was a dog, you would have saw a giant silver streak in the sky, and it would have been fucking scary. Or different colors of sky. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's multiple things that could be big in the sky.
Yeah.
Sounds like
There's a whole council of the fuckers.
sounds like something that starts with a D.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for tuning in for episode 9 of the
9?
The Legend of Citric Swords.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be back again next week, Sunday night, for more stuff. Hopefully we'll have everyone back at the table.
Welcome, new person.
Yeah. Well, welcome again, Josh. That was a good set. I'm glad that we were able to get Dante in there.
Get you there.
Yeah.
That was my very first homebrewed creature, the Payuk.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I really did.
Thought
Still
it was
not sure what that is.
fairly challenging. It's like, just imagine a large elk.
Oh, right, that's right. I
So
remember.
a large elk, but its antlers are able to kind of like glare out
Almost
and
like
dig into the
step
ground.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that earlier.
But yeah, once again, we'll be here next week. Hope you have a good evening.
You damn straight.
Yeah. And have some good R&R. See you later.